Okay. Let's see then. Should hopefully all be working now. Right. Let's see if we can figure out which one it is. It is this one. Okay. We are on. Hooray. And I have a drink. How is everyone? Let's have a look. We're going to go through some cards we bought at the weekend, and we're going to condition some of them, and then we're going to put them away. I have some friends coming in a couple of hours to help with that, but we're going to start by just going through some cards. We're going to start with this box. This is a box we got yesterday, so we'll just start going through. And we'll start with Paris from Fire Red and Leaf Green. Very nice one. Yukamori one. He's waving. Look at him wave. He's cool. And the condition on him is quite good. He has a couple of dinks, so I'm going to give him excellent, I think. So what we're going to do, we're going to be putting stickers on them based on what the condition is, so I know later what I put the condition as. So and then we can go on to the next one. Did everyone have a good time at the weekend? Hey Yenny, how's it going? Alright then, let's see what else we've got. We've got loads, we got too many. We got too many cards. We've got like maybe 8 or 9, no, I think there's like at least 10 binders to go through, so let's just go through this box first and see what we can find. This, and this is not everything because we had to sell a load of stuff on yesterday, so we had to repack and reprice everything. But yeah, all right, let's see. What have we got? We got a load of... I went and bought a load of Regigigases because I'm building retro decks, so we need Regigigases for those. And then we have a Beedrill. He's cool. Also for retro. We have one guy come who's really nice. Sold me a load of energies. I think he was quite happy that I was taking them. I mean, you can never have too many energy cards lying around. And again, more and more of them. You bricked at Paul. What did you play? What were you playing? This is why you should have gone to the card show. We have a Headringer. This is a classic card. I really miss when they had the red borders like this. I think I wish with the getting the Novo flare in ZA we would have got more flare cards. Maybe. Here's hoping we get some good ones. And a Cyrus. Always need Cyruses for playing retro. I'm going to have to build in the corner, I think, a retro pile already, because that way I don't sell them by accident. I'll be very sad. Let's see. Sealstone. This is like 10 cents now. These were several euros when they were legal. Nice reverse dark energies. Always need those. Lucky Stadium first edition. That's a cool one. Look at that. See how close I can get that one to the camera. Once during each player's turn, they may flip a coin if heads draw a card. That's a fun one. And then we also had a Mary. We had quite a few Neo Genesis first editions come in. So you're on Grimmerfy Snarl. Did you just prize Secret Box every game? And then we have a Morpeko v Union. This was quite fun. Let's see if I can even hold this in my hands in one go. Let's see. There he is. Let's just plonk him down. I think the V Unions were very cool. Obviously, the Mewtwo was very good, and the Pikachu saw some play because it could item lock people. But did I get a lot of Pokepads? I mean, there's one. There's a Pokepad. One in the flesh. We can have a Pokepad counter on the corner. Let's see, what else did we get? We got a Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. That's a nice one that probably needs re-sleeving and putting in a top loader, to be honest. I do have sleeves here, let's have a look. Let's open some of those. Nice one. We didn't get too many though. We had one lady who went around the hall and looked for Pokepads for me. So we got 6 of them maybe, but it's still not enough Pokepads. And we have the Ghastly. We have a reverse memory berry. I need this. This is going straight in the Flygon deck, so straight in the retro pile. Blaziken FB level X. I bought that from another vendor. That's going straight in the retro pile. EXs. His absolute menace, Stantler, with his push away. This is a proper control card, this is. It's like Luxray V, but it's a one prizer. Absolutely disgusting, straight in the retro pile. Yeah, they came with loads of playables, so we got loads of Badoos, and here's a Dracloak as well, the new one. Because apparently Dragapult is good, although I think it and Zoroark didn't even do that good at the weekend in Japan, so what was it? There was Ogerpon Absol box that won in Japan at the weekend, so that's quite interesting. I mean, we knew Absol was quite good, but I'm glad they found a way to get away with not needing Turbo Energize anymore. Nidoking, I'm going to try and very loosely. Tinkertink, I love this one. I played this one in some absolute jank survival brace control back in the day. Any post-rotation control cards? We have a Tinkertink. That's something. That gets an item back. I think that the Dedenne from Surging Sparks is just better. 99% of the time. There's a Dialga. This was a very nice card. It was good for a little bit, and then kind of fell off a little bit. And a Ninetales. Nice one. So let's grab a binder, I guess. Let's see what binders we've got here. And obviously we have to review the binders themselves. So here's a binder featuring everyone's favorite characters. And it's absolutely chock-a-blocked with old cards, so we need to start taking these out. Machamp, obviously, always first edition. I actually got loads of Machamps. I think I even left with a French Machamp from Stormfront as well. Machamp. We're going to try and sort these out somewhat so that they're easier to go through later. We have a Dark Dragonite. We had a lot of people come who I think have never been to any of these shows before, because I bought a lot of these childhood collections. So there's a Dark Dragonite. That's a nice one. Yeah, I could show the Dragonite up close. Let's see. There we go. It's a little bit worn. I don't know how good the camera is at picking these up. Let's see how close we can get. He's cool though. Very cool. He can go in the old cards pile. And we got loads, absolutely loads of these Gen 3 reverses. So many of them. I think that it's very clear it's when a lot of people stopped collecting these sets and binders. So we got a Muck and a Lapras. Going to be going through a lot of sleeves today. But yeah. Then we have a Machamp, and what's behind it? Yeah, reverse Carvana and a Machamp. Let's see. So we're going to have our old reverse pile, and we're going to have our old hollow pile, and then that's just a regular Machamp. Try and help them a little bit for when they get here. There's a Feraligatr from Call of Legends, and then we have a very nice Clefairy reverse. I miss these old reverses where the holo is like behind the artwork, so the artwork still looks really nice. But the back is... These are always worn. These childhood collections, these cards were played with. That's what they're meant for, though. So... But yeah, it was a very busy weekend. Let's see, I'm gonna do... Should I put Heart Gold Soul Silver in its own pile? Maybe I should. There's a Raichu. Let's see what's behind it. And it's put with a Rocket Energy. That's a nice one. But yeah. Let's see. There he is. We'll try our best to look at most of these quite in depth, and then... Oh, Yusa has already seen the Pidgeot in the background. There's quite a few of them, I think, in these binders. And Hitmonchans. Yeah. We have the makings of quite a good RSPK deck already. But yeah, let's just keep emptying these out. There's the Dragonair to go with the Dragonite. This one was really good if you play Team Rocket format. And it's like spiritually reprinted with the new one from Ascended Heroes. And then there's a reverse Dugtrio. Let's see. Delibird. I don't even remember what the Delibird does. Once during your turn, before you attack, if Delibird is your active Pokemon, you may shuffle one card from your hand into your deck and then draw a card. So it's like a worse Squavet, I guess. But it's very cool. And you don't see these all the time, like, especially so many of them at once. Let's put the Dragonair with the base set cards. And in the last pocket we have a Butterfree and another Nidoking. Yeah. Hopefully my voice survives. I've been chatting non-stop for like 3 days, so we're gonna see how we do. And the Butterfree. That's a nice one. Very cool. Yeah, the Fire Red Leaf Green reverses with the energy symbols in the background are quite cool. And we have one mystery reverse. It's another Dugtrio. Let's go. Let's see. So let's take... I actually think it's probably easier to just take the whole pages out at this point. So... let's see. Let's look at the one Yusto pointed out. So we do have Pidgeot. With Quick Search, this is one of the best cards of all time. This card is insane. So it lets you grab any card from your deck once per turn, and they reprinted this as Pidgeot EX, which is a 2-prize Pokemon. And that was really good too. That still sees play. It's going to rotate in a few weeks, but this is a damn good card. So that's nice to have more of those. And then there was, he said he didn't know where he got it from. There's a Japanese Dark Slowbro. It's very beat up, but it's cool. I always wonder where these have come from, especially because this looks like very much just like he's opened packs growing up and then at some point stopped. Let's see what else is in here. I think for the sake of time we should kind of trundle along, because we're going to see a lot of these old holos in these binders. There's a nice Bellsprout. Nice Komiya one reverse. I'm doing good, thank you. Oh, the Nidoking is very cool. There's quite a few of them. There's a light Machoke. They should do more of these light Pokemon. They only did them in Neo Destiny, of course, but I don't know. He looks very chill there with his flower, so... let's see what else is in this one. We have more and more base holos. So we got, there's another Hitmonchan. Or were we talking about the Fire Red and Leaf Green one? He is proper beat up, but it is a very cool card. Yeah, lots and lots of base set hollows. Let's just take them out to have a look at them. And there was another Ninetales as well. Let's see what the additions are on these. These are all third print. All third print, unlimited. Very cool. Need more Hitmonchan to build Haymakers, so... Let's see. They keep reprinting Dojo with the Retreat Aid. There's another Pidgeot. I think we start to get towards more commons. There's a nice Pikachu promo. There we are. Look at him. Oh, Chonky Chew is back. Very cool. And then we have some Gen 1 and Gen 2. There was a few fakes in here. Here's one. I did notice them as I was going through. There's a fake first edition Aerodactyl. That can go in its own pile. There's the Pidgey to go with the Pidgeot we found earlier. Nice Leddiba there. Yeah, this one was cool. Loads of energy cards. There's Oracle. For the players that are watching, this is the OG Cypher Maniacs or Mallow, depending how old you are. This is a nice card. And then Challenge. Oh my god, so many fun trainers. Challenge. You ask your opponent if they accept your challenge. And if they do, you both fill your bench with basic Pokemon. And if they don't, you draw 2 cards. So this is a very fun card to play. Problem is that format is incredibly toxic. So it's fun for a few games. Let's see who else we've got in here. Loads of Oaks. We've got the Boss's Way. Energy removal. But yeah. That was the first one. This was one of the smaller ones. Let's see what we got in the next one. Let's take something a bit different. We have this one. And this one I think had much more modern cards in because it has obviously an Orbeetle binder. But it was still mostly like Gen 3 and Gen 4 I think. So we got a Kabutops here. And everyone was so nice that I spoke to at the weekend. It was actually really cool to go through all of these. Let's see, there's Kabutops. A bunch of Mimikyus. There's a nice Hitmontop holo. Let's take that out. I haven't seen this card in a long time. Yeah, we have a Pokepad counter going on. We have 1 Pokepad so far. So here's a nice Hitmontop. Let's see. Yeah, this is very mixed. We have loads of playables as well. We have Megaloponies. And then let's see, there's a nice Psyduck there as well. Empoleon FB, that's a nice one. What's up, Pavel? Let's see. There's a cute Bulbasaur. I don't know. I think the basic cards are just super underrated, personally. Let's see how that looks. Look at that. That's really nice. Righty then, I have gone through this one if you want to start debindering it.
For sure.
And then there was sleeves and stuff on there.
Yeah.
And then just try and somewhat sort them into what they are, old and new and whatnot. Nice one. Oh, there's one for me. We have a retro deck pile. So I'm yoinking the Skiploom. Skiploom reverse, look at him. That's a proper one. Let's see, loads of light with some floras. Oh, there's a Shaman. I have that one though. That is a, oh my gosh. Get that Sunkern out. What is he? Is that... I'm going to sound so dumb if it's not Spanish. I'm going to say it's Spanish or Italian though. Look at him. That's a cool one. We also have found 1 Pokepad so far. One. I haven't gone through a lot of those.
Okay.
And it's only been like old cards so far, so the world is waiting on did we find any Pokepads.
Do I just leave all the cards?
Oh, all the hollows, yeah, at least. The non-hollows aren't such a big deal.
Gotcha.
And then we have loads of old hollow energies. These are nice. The problem is that they warp really easily, so you don't want to get deck checked with them. Oh, there's a reverse fairy energy. Yes, we need those. Rest in peace, fairy energy. One day we'll get a dragon energy, I'm sure, but they've been quite hesitant to print one. A double dragon energy is just too good. So there's loads and loads of E-series trainers, Moo Milks, Spirit Links. Yuso says hi.
Oh, say hi back to him.
Pavo says hi back. Another challenge, let's go. And then we had a couple of tops at the back. So that was a fun one. Let's see. Which binder should we grab next? This is a very unassuming one. It just has a couple of stickers on the front, but it weighs a shit ton. What the fuck is in here? We got a golem and a Clefairy. And it's a proper old one. Oh yes, let's see. Let's try and move some of the cards because there's some glare on them. Let's see, so we have a Venusaur. We have a Dark Charizard, I think that's the non-hollow one. Yeah, and then we have a Blastoise. And this looks to me like someone has just been... Yeah, they've been doing the whole Kanto decks. There's no Raticate, the Raichu isn't here. That's a nice Wigglytuff. And base at 2 Ninetales. I always thought this Dark Golduck was cool because he's like shooting a laser beam out of his forehead, bless him. More Machamps. Magneton Hollow, that's a nice one. There's a Legendary Collection Reverse Execute. Oh. That's a nice one. And it's got a bit of wear on the back, but that's fine. It's so hard to find these in good condition nowadays. Kids hated these Legendary Collection Reverses. Or they thought they were fake and destroyed them, so it's one of those. There's another Hitmonchan. There's a Gyarados from Legendary Collection. There's a Rocket Snow, Light Flareon in the corner, and there's another Flareon behind it by the looks of it. A normal Dark Flareon, we have both. That's cool. Then we went on to Gen 2. Not so much Gen 2 Pokemon, but they kept them. Oh, we have a Aquapolis Umbreon. That's fun. It's the non-hollow one. Don't get too excited. It's still really cool though.
Yep.
That's a really nice card. Let's see. Murkrow. I always thought the original Dark-type Pokemon looked so cool as a kid. There was like a commercial before the VHS of the second movie where they had the Dark Pokemon, and that was a good advert for me. That shit made me want it. All of them. And we have some tops as well. Is that a Hollow Espeon? No, it's a non-hollow one. That's cool. I'm still doing my top set. Jessica is doing Gen 1, but I'm gonna slowly do Gen 2. We got a Hollow Slowking and Togepi as well. That's a nice one. Forretress. And then there's at the back a bunch of energies. Always need retro energies. Fossil Egg, Gust of Wind. Well, they were doing like a National Dex binder back before National Dex binders were cool. And there was only like 250 Pokemon, so it was just in Dex order by the looks of it.
A bit easier back in the day.
It was way easier back in the day to do it. Let's see. And then we have a Digimon. We have a Greymon sticker. Let's go, Greymon.
Hey, isn't this a Pokemon stream?
It is a Pokemon stream, which is why we're going to throw him away immediately.
Exactly.
Then we have another binder, and I think I need to go and get it because the binder broke.
Ooh.
The binder broke, but we have the pages, so we can now review the pages from this one. We have a Blaine's Hollow from Gym Challenge. That's a nice one. And if they're in a sleeve, it's because when I was evaluating them, I made them take them out and sleeve them because this was in quite good condition, actually. Let's see. Minion of Team Rocket, one of the worst cards of all time. Flip 2 coins. If both are heads, choose one of your opponent's benched Pokemon and return all cards of it to their hand. So it's like a Turo for your opponent if you flip 2 heads. If one or both of them are tails, your turn ends. So there's a 25% chance you give them a Turo, and there's a 75% chance you end your turn. So, yeah, that wasn't super amazing. We do have Narrow Gym. That's a nice competitive card for the Gym series. It's basically like a collapse stadium. It limits the bench to 4 for both players. So, let's see. Erica's Maids. The Venonat with the lasers, look at him go. He's fucking shooting them at them. They have to make... And there's another challenge, yes. Challenge number 3. Psyduck. Dunkel's Arbok. I don't think I've told everyone about where these came from, so we'll tell the story for the stream. So back in the day when the second movie came out, you got Ancient Mew if you went to the cinema. And what I was told was that they ran out of the Ancient Mews in Finland, and so they started giving away these Dunkel's Arbok and Dunkel's Smogmog, which is wheezing, which is why every kid has these cards in their binders in German, and no other German cards. It's so funny. They were just like, yeah, the kids will like them. What can we get? Yeah, give it to them, that's fine. Then we got some more playables. Did we get any Sun and Moon cards? Don't count tag teams. I got tag teams for you. I might have some Sun. We have so much. To be honest, Saturday is just a blur. I just remember buying cards and then like waking up and it was Sunday. So with a splitting headache, it was so bad and fun. But yeah, loads of base set too. These are nice. There's a Retreat Aid Dodrio. Nice one. Lots of commons. From Fossil this time. I think the pages are just completely out of order at this one because the binder definitely exploded on us. But to be fair, considering they were in a ring binder, these cards are really straight, which is actually quite nice. They usually get a bit bent. There he is. It's the king of base set Fossil. It's Licky Tongue and Violet and Wigglytuff, the actually best deck in the format, but Licky Tongue's pretty cool. Professor Oak for when research was an item card. That was fun. Never brick. You still found ways to brick in that format, but there's a first edition French Rattata. Let's go. Pokémon de Base. First edition Rattata. That's a cool one. Why do I keep getting French cards, honestly? That's funny. They must be attracted to me. Lots more commons. There's a Magneton and an Electabuzz. An Electrode and Arcanine. That's like its own deck, basically. Genius. Then we've got Blaine's quiz number 2, because printing one Blaine's quiz wasn't enough. Misty's Tears, that's a really nice one. That was the one that got the art censored, I think, when it got changed over. There's a first edition, bunch of first edition cards actually. We have a Mantine, a Mareep, Oddish, Sentret, Slowpoke and Snubble, And a Shuckle from Neo Genesis. Oh my gosh, it keeps going. We have a Wooper, Mary, Goldberry, Miracle Berry, and Moo Moo Milk. And the energies of first edition as well. Let's go. You got to flex on them with those first edition Wizards energies that are slightly thicker than normal energies. So you don't want to get... Oh, the Erica's Jigglypuff, true. Oh, my cards are way more bent than these. Yeah, I shuffle way too aggressively with them. There's the Houndour. That's a really nice card from Discovery. Not the holo one, but I honestly don't mind the non-holo ones because I think you can see the artwork better sometimes. That's really nice. Let's put him in the pile. And some early Yukamoris as well. We have the Caterpie and the Kabuto. Anything? Yeah, grab anything.
Yep.
Let's see. Neo Discovery cards. These are cool. But yeah, Erica's Jigglypuff was a fucking horrible card because it hit 40 for 1 energy. And you had plus power in the format. So you would very easily just... You could donk your opponent, and if you played the Team Rocket cards, you could wipe their hand as well. So even if they started with 2 Pokemon, they would just have 1 Pokemon left and no hand. So, absolutely brutal. Luckily, people realized that they just needed to start playing Pokemon with a lot of HP. But then we end up with a big basic format, and I mean, people still don't like those. Anyway, there's a Wobbuffet from Skyridge. He's cool. Miracle Sphere Beta. I don't know, again, why on earth we got so many Miracle Spheres. There's a nice reverse Grovyle too. If I play that format, you're playing that. Well, every time I've played any sort of Wizards format with anyone, they've quit after like 20 minutes. So it's horrible. They actually... One of the rare times that Wizards went out of their way to change the format, they made it you could only play like 15 trainers in your deck to stop you playing all the hand control stuff. Which is probably a good idea because, yeah, that format is horrible. Here's some Wizards promos. I don't know, which Sun and Moon format are you building use? So, because like Bridget is playable in one of them, right? The early one, before it rotated. We have some breaks. We got Luxray Break, Marowak Break, and Yanmega Break. These are criminally underrated, though. These are really nice cards. And here's some old playables. We got Bridget. This is a great supporter. Back when you could play supporters on turn 1, you can get any free basics and put them on your bench. Evo Sodas. Another. Oh my god, that's a banger. Reverse Evolution's Fairy Energy. Let's go. Any Fairy GLC players out there? I don't think so. There's like 5 people that play Fairy in GLC because we're not getting any more cards. And then we have Raichus from Evolutions and the theme deck Pikachu, because they made Pikachu a theme deck. That was a thing. No one played that on the PTCG online ladder. Everyone was playing literally any other deck other than that one. Well, that was a fun binder. I guess we should just grab a box of modern stuff then and see what we find. Let's see. You're building Zoroark. Okay, I think there might be a Lycanroc somewhere. Oh, there's a Dracozolt VMAX. Wasn't that a deck for like a few... Tapio, did you play this? You played this with Lucky Ice Pops. You would hit them, and then if they hit you, they'd take 120, and then you would just heal it.
No.
But the problem is that Urshifu was like really good at one-shotting it, so... There's another Dracloak from Ascended Heroes. Yo, we might get a playset. There's a Durant, maybe of... What is it? Espeon, the mysterious timepiece, Mill becomes a thing. I need to get a playset of these, but I very much doubt it. Dugtrio, Strudel, Scoville, and there's a Japanese Whimsicott. We got loads of Japanese cards, and I was shocked at how cheap some of these are, considering how nice they are. Yeah, Tapio did play, I remember. I always remember. There's a German Stormfront Machamp. He's going straight in the retro deck. Because we have to play with cards that my friends can't read, so they don't know what's going on. And there's a French Machamp from Furious Fists. That's one. There's a new Zorok, but it's Japanese. There's some Megas. Let's see. Some more common, modern stuff. There's the Nidoran from Aquapolis. I really like this one. Basically, any card with a rainbow is cute. That's like the rule. And then we have the Marill. And then a Zero or a V, which was also kind of played. Tapio has played something. Oh, that's true. He has played basically everything. At least once. Let's see what else is in here. We got some advent calendars. There's a Persian. Legacy Energy. When people playing this in Dengo, what are they doing? And also people play this in Ceruledge, right?
Yeah.
So you can go, they have to kill 4 Ceruledges to win the game. Let's see, Serena V. That's all playing a jank deck. There's a Gardevoir. Right before it rotates. Get them now, folks. Let's see, Shiny Dondozo, Parasol Lady, a Rockets Proton. Any Honchkrow enjoyers need full arts of the Rockets deck. Air Balloon. I can't believe I actually I have to put the Rockets cards in the competitive pile now.
Oh, it's...
There's Rockets.
Game's gone.
The game's gone. There's Kangaskhan. That's a good card. Iron Leaves. Mega Embor. Free 80 HP. Power creep is definitely not a thing. And he does free 20 for free. That's so good and yet it's so bad. The state of modern Pokemon that this is not competitive. And you have the other Embor that can accelerate as much fire energy as you want. So, oh my god, it's still not good enough. There's a Terrapagos. Then we have some Pokeballs from a few different sets. Master Balls. Fire Breather. Again, searching your deck for any 7 fire energy. Not good enough. Get in the bin. Aries. She doesn't rotate, thank God. We still have something. People, and Turo Pentagon said the only thing people have left is Switch. So, maybe it is just all about Badoo and Eri from now on. Orbeetle, not part of the Rockets deck. Flygon. Can we get a Flygon mill to work? I literally don't think it's possible to play enough Flygons in a game. And then some Japanese art rares there. They're cool. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's take them all. There's a Toxtricity in Japanese. Let's get the box out of here. There was more cards we bought, but I had to price like 200 of them because we had no cards after Saturday. So almost all the art rares I put up already. But there is still so many of them. There's a Deerling, that's a really cute one. Chimecho. Tatsugiri EX, we still have another year. Can we make Cinnabar Lure a deck?
No.
No, okay, we got a Hader in the fucking left of me. There's a Gimme Ghoul. Anyone needs Dengo still? We have a few weeks. There's a
cups.
Apom, yeah, any cups? Any cup? Do I need to book a tournament right before rotation? Exactly. There's a Yanma. I don't know, these modern art rares are so cool. There's a Chatot. Ice Cube, he's in the fridge. He's actually stuck in the fridge. That's me in the middle of the night trying to get food out of the fridge, getting stuck. Finding me in the morning. Beware. Beware the beware. That's good. We should keep telling Tapio that he should buy stuff. Tapio, you should buy the Snorlax. It's rotating though. No, we were really considering if leftovers as like a discard engine was going to be good, but we never got anything. There's a Gothita, and then there's an Armarouge EX. It takes 80 less damage when he's on full HP. And then Badoo came. to do
Yeah.
10 every time. Let's see. Squirtle. Unknown W. Once during your turn, before you attack, if you have unknown W, A, N, and T on your bench, you may flip a coin if heads, put a trainer card from your discard pile into your hand. Let's go, Neo Destiny Unknown Control.
Yeah.
It's so bad. They all have 40 HP, and there's spread in the format, I'm pretty sure. There's a first edition Unknown H. H for help. That's what you need when you play Unknowns as a deck. If you have H, E, L, and P on your bench, you may shuffle your hand into your deck and then draw the same number of cards. So you can copycat, which is quite good if you fill your bench with 2 H's and an ELP. You can do it twice a turn. This was a Gardevoir that was very playable. This is in one of the World's decks, I'm pretty sure, for 2004. It's like a proto-psychic embrace. You could put a psychic energy card from your discard pile. No, it's from your deck to one of your Pokemon, and you put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. But you know what the problem is? It has this once per turn at the front, which they seem to have forgot when they did the new one.
Yeah.
So, Tapia wants to buy 4 Poképads. Right, let's see if we even find 4. Then we can auction them. So, there's another Nidoking. Dratini from Team Rocket returns. Hypno. Here's a Magnezone. Magnezone has he's been like it's had like a bottle or something dropped on it because it's got a circular dent on him. Let's see, loads of EXs. Charizard, Mega Sharpedo, the old one. Genesect GX. Yuso is Genesect GX playable in Sun and Moon. You can just put 2 tools on him. I don't remember this being played in anything. No, it's gone. There's an N Zekrom. We got so many of these traded, and people were just like, "Yeah, I bought like 5 ETBs. You can have the 4 N Zekroms extra that I have." So that's a nice one. But like N Zekrom completely flopped the weekend in Japan. I think one got like top 64 or something.
Yeah.
There's the Piplup. It was just not good enough for Absol. Absol. And all the decks that are playing Ogerpon, so they hit it for weakness. That's quite bad too. There's Brute Bonnet. This was like 30 euros once upon a time. He has dropped down. I don't even think it was because of the Donk deck either. There's a Mew V. Finish Mew. Obviously with like 3, at least constant unless they won regionals with Mew.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of people got like top 8s. So that's pretty cool. There's an Arceus V. That's a Tapio special, that is. Basically whatever Tapio had in the binder that day plus Arceus is a deck. So Magnezone EX, I'm very sad we couldn't make Junk Hunt Control work. Exactly. I need to make like a...
No.
I need to make I'm gonna make like all the finished decks that we've had and frame them. So I need to make Swarmizardi and I need to make Finish Mew. They're like the 2 modern ones. And then there's the Flygon deck from like years ago. And then Tommy won 2007 Worlds with Eevee. Evolutions, Absol, Rayquaza is a Delta species. Which I have like the Worlds deck of apart from like 2 cards. Because I don't want to use the real cards.
Yeah.
It has a... Yo, Poképad, let's go! Start the bidding! For fuck's sake. Right, we have 2 Poképads now. That's pretty good. Shedinja. Crobat VMAX, this was a deck, right? Wasn't there like an Eternatus variant that played this? And there's Archaludon. But in Japanese... Rare Candy Japanese. Hydrapple, loads of Japanese cards. Magnezone V, this was in a deck, right? We played this with Miraidon when it first came out. Everyone's just getting excited about pads.
No.
All the collectors are like, what's going on?
Yeah.
There's a Punk helmet. There's a Gardevoir EX. This is one of the rare cards that put imprison counters on something. So that was fun. Radiant. And someone sold me like literally one of almost every Radiant. So let's put them on the play map. Let's see. There was a bunch of them. I'm so sad I couldn't make Eevee actually work. Apart from that handlock deck though I played one time. There they all are. I'm pretty sure there's both Charizards here. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And most of these saw some play. They're a Dog Cedric with the Jirachi, that's a classic. Gardevoir was played in a bunch of things because Arceus was good. Did Hawlucha see much play? Was there a deck that needed 30 more damage against VMAXs at one point? I don't remember. There was a use case. Serena was played in Snorlax. Heatran never really... There was a deck that played Heatran, right? You put a tool on it, they gave it more HP, and then if they hit it, it basically just clapped them back, because it does 70 for each damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon. So you could, like, use... I don't know. You couldn't play it with Intelli on VMAX, because there's no way you're setting it up. Greninja. One of the best... I might actually be the best card of all time. Radiant Greninja. That card is insane. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. The Crobat was a hit and run deck. You also got... No. And we've got a Jirachi Victim as well. There's a Blastoise. That was played in Urshifu. I played that in... What was it? The Worlds at London, the Cup I played. Blastoise. And I hit Stefan Eriksson round 1. And we both sat down and looked at each other and we said, "You playing control?" And we both flipped over, and I flipped over Urshifu V, and he flipped over Regigigas. And then proceeded to play a pretty terrible game of Pokemon. There's Radiant Venusaur. Never really could pop off enough. And then obviously Charizard was broken in basically everything. Lost Box played it, Pidgeot Control played it, Arceus probably played it. It's like Proto Blood Moon. There's a Sneasler. Everyone did not like this card because it was absolute trash and then it was too good. So Alakazam. We could use an Alakazam nowadays to move that 10 damage that we do with Knackley to people. It was also played, like, you could attack with Mind Ruler as well. 20 for each card in your opponent's hand. It's quite good if they go solo Pokemon against control, because you can actually knock them out. Charger Bug saw like 0 play, I'm pretty sure. Whenever your opponent attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon V, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. And I don't think there was even a deck that like rapidly put cards from the hand. And like when Baxcalibur came out, you were just playing it with Chi-Power, which is an EX, so it didn't even proc. So, and the only good water Pokemon was Palkia that attacked with 2 energy and self-accelerated. So, and there's Eevee. Eevee was cool. You got to search your deck for one of every card based on how many different types you had in play, and then you immediately got Marnied. So it was like you could bait a Marnie out of them, I guess, if you could call that baiting. Let's see. Next file. Oh, we still have some over here. Let's see. Too many cards. Archaludon. There's an End Zoroark for the Zoroark deck, and a bunch of... Yeah, someone traded me in that just reverses from Ascended Heroes. No pads. I did check. But the Pokeballs and stuff. Oh, there is a Pokepad though. Let's go. Pokepad number 3. That's got €4 on it. That's expensive. It's about time kids these days realise that playing Pokemon cards isn't supposed to be cheap.
Don't say that.
No. I'm very happy that I don't have to pay like €80 for all my cards anymore. But the pain was real. Enamorous V. Let's keep that for Eula. Let's have an Enamorous pile. We can hand him them for his birthday. Burnett. That was played, I'm pretty sure. There's the GOAT. There's Pidgeot EX. Rest in peace. Funeral. After rotation. What a great card, honestly. Insane. Rest in peace, my friend. Delibird. There's a Japanese crisp in SAR. For, I guess, GLC enjoyers. Yeah, I remember I paid 220 US and Australian dollars for 2 Tapu Leles.
Oh, no.
And I had to pay shipping. That was like the only way to get them back in the day. Let's see, more Japanese, Toxicity, Friends in Paldea. There's Joltik, Ends Plan. Let's see, Hilda. Mega More, well, it's okay that you've come a bit late because I've still got way too many fucking cards to go through. Mega Charizard, let's go, Mega Charizard with the Mega Charizard mat. Let's try and put these somewhere. Let's put them over there. Then we got Meditite. Mega Kangaskhan full art, that's a good one. That's going in the playables pile. Although I don't think everyone likes the new Mega full arts. Like, obviously the attack rare ones are cool, but I don't know. It depends on the color, I think. There's a very rare card. This is an amazing rare, Zamazenta. One of the very few amazing rares that was not broken in Lugia, so don't see that every day. There's a Shuckle. He's handy. We got a Mega Brave, well, Mega Attack Rare Japanese Mega Lucario. And yeah, I think it's cool they brought back the style again. There's a Camerupt. For any Camerupt enjoyers. Black Belts Training. Is that going to see play stuff? Are they still playing that and stuff? They might do.
EV books.
It's going in the playables pile. Let's see then. Litleo. Another Black Belts Training. Yo, it's Ortega, my boy. One of the most stupid cards. You look at your opponent's hand and put a card there on the bottom of your deck, and then your opponent may draw a card, which is so bad. But we did play it in one control deck one time. And it was a good time. I did beat someone because I had it, so let's see. Then we got a Noibat. This looks like art rare. Oh, there's a tag team Yuso. That's a good one too.
Ooh,
it's a Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff.
Ooh, nice.
With Puffy Smashers GX. The big 200 damage snipe to kill Lele. And then you had 60 damage for each EX your opponent had in play. So your opponent will go Electromagnetic Generator, grab all their Lightning GXs, and then you would just absolutely smash them with Jumping Balloon. And the same with the Mewtwo deck too. But you played this every deck played this. This thing just deleted stuff. Shame tag teams are absolutely, you have to be a millionaire now. A playset of Mega Starmie. I don't think I even saw that many. Oh, it's not out yet, is it? I haven't seen any.
No.
It's in the next set, isn't it? Yeah. I didn't see any Japanese ones though. There's a Lillipup, he's cool. And then a Pikachu. Apparently a rookie card. It's obviously a sports guy has collected some Pokemon. But yeah, Pikachu Shining, that's a nice one. Right, I guess we should go back to some collectibles. Collectibles, air quote. Let's see. I picked some of these out. Do I pull out? I should probably like not put all of the heavy hitters on the table straight away.
Yeah.
Oh well, let's put a new one then. There's a Mega Dragonite SAR. That's a nice one. This is cool. Someone asked if I would trade it for the gold one, and I said yes, obviously, because I think the SAR is cooler. But yeah, it was good because I was a bit worried about taking in Ascended Heroes stuff this weekend because obviously the prices are going to go down. But because it was swapping for more Ascended Heroes stuff, like that, it's it's syncing together, so it's fine. So yeah, the tag team cards are all free prizes. So yeah, if you just Lopunnied them twice, you won the game. It was really boring. Because like I'm not joking you, there's an Onyx that like for 3 or 4 energy does 120, and because it hits weakness, it kills Pikarom and Lopunny.
Yeah.
So people were playing one prize decks, and even if you just sat there and the format had no boss, you had custom catchers, so you could only snipe twice. So you could literally beat them by just manually attaching to Onyx.
People say the format now is bad.
It's a terrible format. Let's see, the Dragonite can stay there. Let's grab another pile from here. Togekiss V, there was a Cheryl control deck that played this. I played this a lot on PTCG Live. Harlequin, this is a post-rotation staple. Look at him. This is what the standard format has devolved to. Harlequin, let's go! Punk Helmet, Grimsley's Move, the pre-release superstar. I'm still salty I didn't win that pre-release. Blowtorch, that'll see play. There's no way Blowtorch doesn't see play at some point. Balloon. Sacred Charm. Well, the World's 19 format was bad because they emergency rotated. Because they don't want to admit it, but basically what was happening is that Mewtwo and Mew was coming out, and there was way too many good GXs in the format, so they rotated it.
Yeah.
Because like there's the Noivern GX which has item lock on as an attack, and you could do that turn 1. So yeah, no one wanted that format. There's a Carmine, she's playable. There's a Surge, he's not playable. Alright. Golett, he's cool. Stargrunt, that's rotating. That I think only Cremascoli played this. Every other control player played Giovanni's Charisma instead. But he was insistent on playing the Grunt, so there's a Dottler. That's a nice one. Mega Heracross. Oh, you're in big luck, buddy. We got Tapu Koko GX. That's a nice one. This was played in very early Pikarom decks, if I remember right. So maybe it's still too late for you. And then there's a Naganadel as well. These are end of Sun and Moon cards. This was played in Checkmate. This was a really cool deck. Add a card from your opponent's discard pile to their prize cards. So you could actually delay the game. And then with Persian, you would like rip stuff from their hand, if I remember correctly. Like, it was a really intricate deck. There's a Dragonite EX from... Is this the one from Furious Fists? It is. Nice one. Flygon GX. This was not playable in Sun and Moon, I don't think. Because it came out in Cosmic Eclipse, which was the same set as ADP, which then just like neutralized everything in the format, basically. Gossifer. There's a really nice card, actually. So you might need this one. There's a shiny Curlier from Hidden Fates for your Gardevoir GX deck. So I'll put that aside for you. That's fine. Copper Limit, a load of V's. Let's go. Let's see. Was it played with Arceus or not? Copperage V.
Oh, God.
I don't think so. Pikachu V was not played with Arceus. Morpeko, Urshifu. Was there an Urshifu Arceus deck? The single strike one. There must have been. Someone must have wanted to ramp energy to it. Oh no, we out of V's already. That was a very short game. There's some Dengos. Anyone need Dengos still? Let me know. I've got loads of Dengos. There's an Enamorous Japanese one. Yule won't have that one. Straight in the Yule pile. Ladius from Fusion Strike, but in Japanese. That's a nice one. And Wallace. What did Wallace do? It's in Japanese, so I don't remember. What did Wallace do? Any trivia, people? What did Wallace do? It was from Silver Tempest, I think. It wasn't Lugia, so no one played it. Steelix EX. Magian EX. This was played in Mega Odino. Because it prevents all of effects of attacks for all of your Pokemon with Metal Energy. And you would just slap Metal Energy on Odino. And then loads of Japanese. There's a Korean Blaziken. And a Trumpet. We looked up this Trumpet and the guy was so devastated to find out that people were actively selling Trumpet for 2 cents on Carbon. It's a full art Trumpet. 2 cents for the Japanese full art Trumpet, so he didn't want it, he was just like, get rid of it. Oh, we got more GXs, let's go. It's all Tapu Kokos though. I hope you need Tapu Kokos really bad. There's a full art one. I like the old GX full arts actually, they're really cool. 06 Machinations. Maybe a senior played the Arceus Urshifu deck at Worlds. I'm not sure. I didn't remember following seniors that hard back then. More Coco. There's a Wallace. There's a Shaman V-Star. I will never forget that year's Worlds. Ross Cawthorn turned up. Everyone was like, he made the truth. Has he done it again? Shaman V-Star Dusknoir as a deck. And he did so bad. Because it makes sense. You do more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. And then you can Dusknoir them. And then you do bonus damage. But, oh my god. We were all sat watching it like he has cooked it. He's done it again. And then he just completely bombed. Draw 3 cards. Your opponent may draw a card. If your opponent drew a card, you draw a card. That's so bad. There's a Colrez. That's going in the playables pile. Roaring Moon. Any last minute Roaring Moon enjoyers? Probably not. He died when Greninja died. I mean, every deck was basically attached to Greninja, but that deck was really attached to Greninja for Dark Patch. So there's Relicanth. He stays around. There's a Full Art Badoo, but it's Japanese. Any Grass GLCers want a Japanese Badoo. And there's a Mega Holucha SAR in Japanese as well. That's cool. Loads of Japanese cards came in. I'm going to try selling them. We're going to see how it goes. I might never do it again if I'm still sat with them next time. But there's some more Vs. Was it played with Arceus? Was Arceus Colossal a deck? Maybe? It hits for weakness on other Arceuses, so surely. Zero Aura was definitely played with not Arceus because it needs Rapid Strike Pokemon. Vespiquen. There's a Slurpuff. That's a cute one. Toxtricity. EX. Great Tusk EX SAR. Criminally cheap, these Scarlet and Violet base SARs. Like the Iron Treads one. It's so cheap. And it's so cool at the same time. There's a Reuniclus, a Mega Audino, and a Hopzation. Flip 3 coins for each head. Search your deck for 2 basic energy cards. So if you live the dream, you can accelerate 6 energy. Or if you're me, you will accelerate none. So
No.
0 energy. 0 energy acceleration is quite bad. Let's see. Oh, here's a cool one. Here's a Snorlax Delta Species reverse from Dragon Frontiers. I think this has some value. It also has no attacks. It's one of the few cards that is just abilities. As long as he's asleep, you put damage on the opponent's Pokemon. And if he's active, you can heal him and he goes asleep.
What?
Why is that not an attack? That is still cool. No Colossal Arceus. Only the best Vs got in the mix. Oh my god, I don't know. There was some pretty sus ones. There's a Gyarados and a Raichu base set. Here's some Mews. These were playable. The Celebrations one. And then someone like tried buying them out. And then people were like, yo, we have like 1,000 of these each in our collections because Celebrations is so small. So they're still like €1 now, but they were like €7 for a week. So let's see. There's a Mighty Enna. That's a really cool card. Enzekron. More playables. There's a Pikachu EX, but it's just a regular one. This card was horrible. Shadow Rider Calyrex V. The number of non-games me and Consta played, because I just went fan of Wave Shadow Mist and he was playing DTE Mew and he couldn't do anything. This is the anti-finish Mew. And obviously Shadow Rider was a really good deck when it came out. But yeah, Shadow Mist. What a fun attack. Arcanine. There's a Penny. Penny will be missed. Penny and Turo both rotating, so. Here's a black and white League promo Tepig. They had no idea where they got this from. That's a cool card. The better Mew EX. Are you talking about the one from Paradox Rift? Let's see. Let's see. Ferrothorn, Master Ball. Loads of Pokeballs and Chinese cards. There's another Arceus V, we're halfway there. We almost have a full deck. There's a Dialga V star. Charizard, Zoroark for the playables pile. Hisuian Zoroark V, another deck that died to Shadow Mist. Because they only played double turbo. What are people doing? This is why we're not allowed double energies in the format, by the way. This was apparently... Oh, this guy had brought me these cards. He had bought cards at the show on Saturday and then brought them back Sunday. So they even have some of my own labels on. So we have a Kadabra that is apparently 55 euros. I don't quite believe it. And then there's a 130 euros light played Sylveon V. Just a regular. Let's see, Megalopones. There's another Greninja. That's a nice one to have. And Jirachi. Life Forest. Yeah, the A-Spec stadiums are really cool. So this just healed at 60, right? Yeah. 60 from one of their grass Pokemon. You played this with Celebi, Venusaur, and 4 Shaymins to heal 100 a turn, which was actually significant back in the day. There's a Magikarp from Komiya, the Stormfront one that you need for the Gyarados deck. I think because of Tina I have enough for like 3 decks now, but... Radiant Gardevoir. I think we've already seen these. There's a Keldeo EX, that's a good card. This was a great card. Russian Floatstone Keldeo. So it had free retreat and you could never be retreat locked. So for once we had a format with no control. There's a Mewtwo EX, that's the bad one, right guys? The Rockets one. Rockets Mewtwo EX is bad. Latias EX, that's playable, obviously. There's another Enamorus. Oh my god, the Enamorus collection grows. Any Epic Splash Magikarps? I don't think so. I didn't see any Ancient Origins Magikarps. Boltund V. Centiskorch V, that's a real control deck. Centiskorch V. You would use the charm that lets you reuse the V's attack with the VMAX, and you would just discard a fire energy every turn. So you get rid of energies from theirs. Sada. Goodbye, Sada. Great Tuskmill will miss you. There's a Steelix V. And the Iscan. I don't think Rocket's Mewtwo is good enough now. Oh yeah, we got a secret rare Golurk from Boundaries Crossed. He had no idea where this came from. He didn't even know what it was until I explained to him that it was a secret rare. That's funny. That's a nice card, and it's in really nice condition too. The back is a bit damaged, but almost all of the cards I've got are damaged from this era, so... What are we giggling at over there?
Nothing.
There's a Tortuga. I did get some good Sun and Moon playables somewhere, but there's so many cards here. Because someone traded in like the promo alt arts of some of the cards. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a banger. Oh my god, this is going straight in my collection. Mars full art. Absolutely disgusting card. Draw 2, your opponent discards 1 at random. It sounds bad, but if you handlock your opponent and they only draw 1 card a turn, you discard that 1 card. And you completely lock them out of the game. What a genius. Genius. Articuno GX, another control card. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. When you put it onto your bench, it can go active and you move all water energy to it. And then for 1 energy, its GX attack is discard all energy from both active Pokemon. So your opponent will go, I'm going to Zekrom, and I'm going to put 3 more energy on my Zekrom, so it has 6 energy. So they could tag bolt next turn. And you go, no, Articuno -6. Sign the slip. Oh my god. That's a funny one. Sylveon GX, that's a nice one. So you probably need this one. The OG Sylveon deck. Search your deck for 3 cards and put them into your hand and then get judged. Classic. It was good though. Just play Diglett and mill them. That sounds like a great idea. How has that worked, Vivek? There's a night stretcher for that. People need those. Night stretchers are cool. Mega Scrafty. Walking Wake. Path to the Peak. Can we get another stadium that just says you're not playing the game anymore?
Oh, please no.
The number of judge calls because your opponent played a card that was blocked by Path and then shuffled their deck. Oh my god. Fun and interactive. Double Dragon Energy. They could not believe this was the most expensive card in their binder. They were like, yo, this Double Dragon Energy is like 15 euros.
What?
Because it's reverse.
Oh,
and it's near mint. Because they obviously, no one ever touched these. They just put them in their binder. So, Double Dragon Energy. There's an Electabuzz. Gyarados, Magneton. There's a Stunfisk that was never very good. Dragonite. Oh yeah, this Dugong. This Legendary Collection Dugong reverse. It is so fucked. Oh my god. It's really beat up. But like, I mean, if you're collecting Legendary Collection, do you just kind of just concede that it's expensive and just buy the cheap ones? Like, because I'm sorry, even in this poor condition, it was like 20 euros. So it can go with the Execute in the Legendary Collection pile. There's a Lugia V. I got that from Parvo, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, yeah.
There's two of them. There's two of these in here for my
nice.
broken Lugia deck that I'm going to build. An OG Zekrom. That's a nice one. Mega Ray. Doing 240 for free energy. That was pretty good back then, considering it killed basically anything. Dragapult. That's a playable one. There's a nice Flaffy. There was two of them, I think. She had two of them. I definitely traded one of them. Let's see. What else have we got in this pile? There's a Fanrotom Master Ball. Anyone want Fanrotom Master Ball? Forget that the art rare came out. Just forget for a minute that the art rare exists.
Yeah.
This is the best Rotom. Let's see. What else have we got? Jolteon. Any Eevee boxes still? Is Eevee box even a deck after rotation?
It is.
It is a deck after rotation. Well, then Eevee X is fine. Maybe Jolteon X is still not quite good enough, but
No, you kill Starmie when it comes out.
it kills Starmie. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Alolan Exeggutor X. This is literally like a one-set wonder with Reggie Drago. Flip a coin if heads. Knock out your opponent's active basic Pokemon. If tails, knock out your opponent's benched basic Pokemon. It was so bad, but this was the lengths Reggie Drago went to win the mirror. You just have to flip heads on them.
Yeah.
I mean, if your opponent had a bad board state, it was just always like flip a coin, take two prizes, no matter what you got. So that's pretty good. There's a Staraptor FB. Oh, these are more retro playables for me. So there's a Staraptor. There's a Roserade. If you go on PTCG Archive for 2010, no one plays this card. And then everyone just started playing Retreat Lock in all their decks. And this Retreat Lock's for 1 energy. So, that's funny. I'm being told not to listen to Pav about Eevee Bog. No, which one was it? The one that knocked out the... about knocking out Starmie. What a disaster. Is the maths wrong?
No, the maths is right.
The maths is correct, apparently. I'm not going to argue with him about maths. I trust him. Right, let's take the next pile. I guess we should get more expensive ones out of the way. Let's see. Let's see, what do we think? We got 1 Charizard, 2 Charizard, and there's a 3rd Charizard. So, yeah, it was one of those weekends, and there's 2 3rd prints and 1 4th edition print. So, but yeah, this one is 3rd print because it only has 1999 and it's not 1st edition or shadowless. This one is the UK print because it has the 2000. I don't know if my camera's going to focus on it. Yeah, it does say the 2000. And then there's a another one. Normal 3rd edition. Another Charizard, just, you know, they can sit over there. We had a lot of people coming. I don't know, the event seemed really popular with people that aren't actually into cards. They just came because they wanted money, basically.
Yeah.
And that's what they got, so... Then we got more retro playables for me. We got a Gardevoir level X. Gardevoir refusing to be bad. It just has an ability that lets it switch every turn. That's fair. Nice, and the good luck locking this inactive. Well, you can. Because back then abilities got turned off if it was poisoned. So you can lock it, but it's a pain in the ass. Team Rocket's Handiwork full art. That's going in the GLC deck. Horrible card. And searchable with Transceiver. So you could technically play it in Honchkrow in Expanded. Expanded Honchkrow with Handiwork. Let's go. There's a second Lugia V. That's funny. Yeah, we have enough for a Zard deck. I have enough Zards for a mirror match, I think.
Oh, God.
We can play the mirror. There's another Lusamine. I actually bought one of these at EUIC. And this one is in way worse condition, so I'm tempted to just swap them and sell the good one. Because, yeah, it doesn't matter to me what condition it's in. It's playable. Flareon Gold Star. That's a fun one. It's like the budget Evolution Gold Star. Let's see. Ditto Pikachu. Not a reverse one. It's still cool. And then, was there anything else in this pile? Let's see. Omanite. Girafarig. But a lot of people came to Parva me, showing me their childhood cards, and we just turned them all to your booth. Well, thank you, I guess. There's a Charmander promo from the blister pack. You guys are sending me all... That's my reason there was a 2-hour queue, is everyone was just sending them to me to wait. There's a nice Flareon art rare. The Jolteon was playable, right? Because if it has memory capture that turns off abilities. Palkia SAR from Crown Zenith. That's a nice card. It's a rookie too. Sylveon VMAX. This is the trainer gallery one. Bonus points if any... Can a single trading card game player tell me what this lady is called? Did any of you actually play the video games? What is she called? We'll wait and see. Rapidash V, that was played with Arceus, wasn't it? Or was it played with Victini? It was Victini V, right? You put your opponent to 100 and then you just knock them out with Victini. Arceus level X. Cast form, reverse. And then a Toxtricity. Let's see. Let's see. Let's put that box up there now. I guess it's time to grab another old binder then.
Yeah.
The boys look like they're running out of binders, so let's get them another one. Let's clear away some of these cards for a second and then... So we don't crush all the expensive cards. Let's see. I guess we do the green one next because it's closest. That's convenient. This is fucking heavy. Right, let's move all the expensive cards out of the way because I am going to crush them at some point. And that would be sad. And Pokepads, the most expensive cards on the table. Because people actually want those. Valerie, let's go. Was that a Google?
Quite a long delay there.
That was a suspicious... Alright, here we go. Here's another binder. This one has on the front, it has a base Venusaur and an Erica's Venusaur. Those are cool. There's another Charizard. I told you we have enough Charizards. Which one's this? That's another third print one. It's a nice one. Yeah, so we're at a playset now. One playset of Charizards. There's a Caterpie from Legendary Collection. The most expensive Caterpie. I'm pretty sure. If I check the box, I think he said that was the most expensive one. Dark Blastoise Holo, Squirtle from Team Rocket First Edition. That's a fun one. Let's get him out. That's different. I think if people don't want to just sit and look at the holos, we want to look at the interesting ones, like this Squirtle. Look at him. First edition. Dark Blastoise. This one had loads of Gym Series cards in here. There's a first edition Weedle. There's one kid that goes to every card show who collects Weedles. So I need to put this aside for him. First edition Neo Discovery Weedle. For Weedle Boy. I will find you. Alright, we have an admittance to Google. It's okay, I didn't know what her name was either, guys. It's fine. We're all in this together. There's a Surge's Fearer, that's a nice one. There's a Dunkel's Arbok again. Pikachu from Skyridge. Raichu. Giovanni's Nidoking. Clefairy and Clefable. Ninetales. Let's see. Dark Wigglytuff. Dark Golbat Holo. There's Dark Vileplume. The one true savior when every trainer card was broken. You just have a card that turns off trainers. Let's see what else have we got. Team Rocket's Meowth promo. Meowth Reverse from Expedition. The Game Boy game promo. Let's go. Can I get him out? Let's see. There's a Meowth. Lots and lots. There's the Psyduck on the swing. Promo Arcanine. Lots of Machamps. There's a Victory Bell Holo. Itchy Pollen. Yeah, we could have done with Itchy Pollen back in the day, honestly. I think Itchy Pollen is good for the... There's a Dark Slowbro to go with the Japanese one we found earlier. That's a nice one. Surge's Magneton. Is that reverse Aquapolis Magnemite? That's cool. Get him out. These old metal Pokemon look so cool. That's a nice one. There's a Muck. There's a Fossil Gengar and an Expedition Gengar. Hooray for Gengar. It's quite cool. And there was one from Expedition too. Yeah. And it's reverse as well. That's funny. What's wrong, gentlemen?
So there's a fake card.
Oh yeah, there is in there, yeah. Yeah, I have a first edition Aerodactyl here.
Ooh.
That's fake. Oh. Let's see what else we've got. Aquapolis Electrode. First edition Surge's Voltorb. There's a Hitmonlee legendary. Oh my god, our legendary collection is coming along nicely. Hitmonlee. Let's see, what else? We got Chansey, Rhydon, Kangaskhan. There's Magmar, that's a classic third member. He's like the secret fourth member of Haymaker that no one talks about. Oh, there's the Wizards Eevee promo, that's really nice. And a Koga's Ditto. That's a really nice card. Chain reaction, when when one of your Pokemon evolves, search your deck for a card that evolves from Eevee and attach it to Eevee. No, it's because this is Wizards. They said that you attach it to Eevee, you don't actually evolve Eevee. So technically, you have to put the Flareon or whatever you put under Eevee. It's okay. It was the early days. No one knew what was going on. Light Flareon. There's a fucking Christ. There is an actual Aerodactyl first edition.
Nice.
It's a pre-release one too. That's cool. I don't even know if I saw that when I first went first. I'm fucking trying to go through all these cards on the day is an absolute nightmare. And no more evolution cards can be played. The Great Gatekeeper. If only Mysterious Fossil wasn't so bad. It was quite good actually because it didn't give prizes, but still. That needs a sleeve. Let's see. Yeah, Wizards used to always complain about somehow the rulings works. There's a Yukimori Kabuto first edition. That's quite nice. Loads of legendary birds. Well, yeah, they absolutely refused to errata the Dark Slowking, right? Well, no, it was just regular Slowking. Because it was supposed to be active and they just refused to. There's another Dark Dragonite. It's a cool one. Skyridge Snorlax, did I go straight past it? I did. Let me get him out. Let's see. But yeah, this binder had loads of first edition of cards in it. There we are. There he is. He's chilling in the hot spring. Let's see. Zapdos Hollow. There's the Energy Absorption Mewtwo that people play in base set Fossil. There's a Mewtwo Delta species. That's a nice card. He's cool. What's your turn? When you put Mewtwo from your hand onto your bench, you may move any number of basic energy from your Pokemon. Do you have a Pokemon? We got those still, lads.
Oh, how do you want us to like sort these?
Art rares and whatnot. Just put them in what kind of cards they are.
Okay.
If they're modern. There was some non-modern in there too. There's a Dark Typhlosion. It looks way better than the one in the office. Oh my gosh. You can actually see him. There we go. That's a cool card. And this is, I think this is the best for alligator art they ever did. And they did it like with like the third for alligator card they ever did. This is the Expedition one where he's half submerged. That's really cool. There's a Meganium Hollow as well. First edition Furret and Hoot Hoot. Lantern. Oh, yo, let's go. This might. We have a contender to battle with Greninja for best Pokemon card of all time. We have Cleffa from Neo Genesis. This thing is a monster. Shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 7. And it goes to, and then if your opponent attacks it, they have to flip a coin to even hit it. And then what was even more stupid is you would put Focus Sash on it. So there was a 50% chance you hit it, and then a 50% chance it didn't even take damage. Or it didn't get knocked out, it got left with 10 HP. That's funny. Is Parvo like an intern, basically? Parvo has very graciously decided to come and help with his time. We have Aito here as well, he's just lurking in the corner. There's a nice card. Neo Discovery Umbreon Hollow. It has Umbreon tax on it. Or a moon tax, I don't know what you want to call it. That's a nice card. Basically, the situation was so bad that I can't do this all on my own. It's borderline impossible. Like, I've got other work to do today, unfortunately. Unknowns, the whole alphabet spaghetti. with first editions in there as well. That's cool. Girafarig. Aquapolis Steelix. Is this the binder that had the Ratlock Raticating? Because when we get to him, we're going to have a discussion about what is okay to print and what is not okay to print. Let's see. Porygon 2. There's a Ho-Oh EX from Unseen Forces. Holy smokes. That's a nice card. Like I said, all these collections basically end at Gen 3. They were like, what the fuck is that? That's a Trico. No way, I'm getting out of here. Wasn't the Rockets Wobbuffet good? It might have been. Let me have a look. This is like an era of the game that I didn't play too much of, and I haven't looked into playing because it's so damn expensive. There he is, Dark Aid. Search your discard pile for a tool card and a secret machine. Yeah, because you can use it to loop Power Hand Extension. That's the problem. You can use it to basically play Counter Catcher every turn, or LGM, because you know, having both of those. That's one card, by the way. It's LGM or Counter Catcher. So, but don't worry, we'll get to. He was overshadowed by Raticate, the true GOAT. Let's see. Porygon 2. There's a Tyranitar Holo from... Is that the Discovery one? Boomer Moonbryon. It is a Boomer Moonbryon. There's a Tyranitar Holo from Neo Discovery. Like I said, all the dark cards from back in the day. Looked so cool. I don't think we had a Sneasel come in, though. That card was too good. Let's see. Lots and lots of more commons. There's some modern cards in here. They had decided, I think they said they had to open a few packs of modern cards. There's a Shining Gyarados. I forgot that was in here. There he is. Look at him. It has Trample. That's a cool card. Every time I see it. What a nice card. I don't think we've ever had the Magikarp come in. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a 10-minute TED Talk card if I ever saw one. Should they reprint Chaos Gym? I'll explain it if people have not seen this card before. It's a stadium. When a player plays a trainer card other than a stadium card, they flip a coin. If heads, they use their card normally. If tails, that player can't play the card. The other player can use it instead. So you would try and play Professor Oak to discard your hand and draw 7 and flip tails, and then I can use it instead. Or super energy removal. You could try and remove your opponent's energy, and then you get your own energies removed. Or the possibilities are endless with this card. Like, discard your opponent's hand, you end up discarding your own hand. And the dumbest thing is that this stacked with the Slowking that was not eraded. So if you had 4 Slowking and this in play, obviously the only way you could get out of there was a deck that played Murkrow, and Murkrow retreat locked your opponent forever, unless it was not active anymore. So the only way out of it was Gust of Wind. But if they set up 4 Slowking and a Chaos Gym, you needed to flip 5 consecutive heads to move the Murkrow. So yeah, fun.
No.
And then people say that there's too many coin flips nowadays with Chaos Gym. Bring it back. That's also like a €20 card, I think. Maybe 10 or 20. It's quite expensive. There's the focus band I was talking about. With Cleffa. There's a Misty from Gym Heroes, and a Surge from Gym, and a Brock. Oh my god, the whole gang is here. That's a nice rainbow energy. Oh wow, I didn't see this was in here. We have one of the OG old fighting energy Cosmo Hollows. It's not a classic collection one. That's cool. For Dengo. Any Dengo players? For 2 more weeks, or however long it is. Is it 4 weeks still? We have like a month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that one. We can put that one to be processed then. There we go. We can grab the black binder next. We've still got more binders. Oh, this has modern cards in. Yes, I remember this one. And also it's been doodled inside. There's a Groudon from Paradox Rift. Iron Leaves SAR. Koraidon SAR. Morpeko Reunion again. We got 2 of him this weekend. This was basically just a load of modern cards at the front. Snivy. Playable EXs plus Durant. Yeah, can we get these back? Actually, seriously. The stadiums where you pick which direction you play them. Since we're in the... We got a stadium that evolves coming out, I think, if I saw the league. Where like it's like a prism tower and then you can evolve the prism tower. So can we get like the stadiums that you can point different ways again instead? Because this is way more interactive than evolving your stadium just for it to get bumped, so... Let's see. More Tops cards. There's a Professor Burnett, that was played with Lugia. Kofu, that was played with Snorlax for like a week, I think. Egg Incubator. Petron EX. There's just a bunch of playables in here. That's a cute Aaron reverse. This is I love this Aaron card. He's eating the train tracks, the little scamp. Look at him. Let's see, is this mostly modern? There's a Dusknoir, I guess, that's playable. Feraligatr, is Feraligatr controlled back? Dark, this is the one that has been like spiritually reprinted, this Dark Dragonair. You may search your deck for an evolution card, but this had to be active and the new one has to have an energy on it. So it's slightly different. But they like making... Let's see. Thanks for the the Unseen Forces Espeon EX. Oh, that's cool. So someone went to pick that up for you. That's a really nice card. There's a Ralts that goes in the playables pile. If we can get it out. Mostly modern. This is fun. Looking at all these. Whisma with a Komi artwork on. Pick where. And there's a Houndour from Expedition at the back. Let's try it. But yeah, lots of cool modern cards in the style of this one. Right. And which binder shall we do next? I guess we do this red one finally then, because I think this is the one people actually wanted to see. So when we had a big queue of people, because I had done this his friend first and I did him. And when I opened this one, people actually gasped when I opened it. So yeah, it had the Charizard from Legendary Collection on the first page. And then the one lady just said, "That's expensive." And he was like, "That's good news." It was good news for him. This is a really expensive card. It's pretty beat up though. But I mean, like I said, when at a certain point you should just take the damaged one. But even the damaged one is like 900 euros, so I don't know. Maybe when you are spending that much money, maybe you just save up and get the near mint one. But so you already had the Free World Championship versions of the Espeon. That Espeon EX was really good for playing. And like I said, it was in the Worlds deck from 2007, that a Finn one, so super cool. And a bit of trivia as well. Let's open this ancient ring binder. see. There's a Typhlosion Prime. I think that's the first Prime we've had. These were cool. They led to really long games though, because they were tanky and they were 1 prizes, so this format took ages to finish games in. But I liked it. It was very setup based. There's a nice Plusle. How much did I pay for this binder? I have no idea. I paid well over $1,000 for it though in total. Honestly, the whole of Saturday was a complete blur. It did have fakes in it though. I remember, yeah, because like this Mew was fake. I remember showing them this next to the Typhlosion because this is supposed to be foil. There's Uxie. We need that. Absorb the Uxie into the playables. There's a nice card. But yeah, I don't remember. Honestly, for this weekend, it was a blur. At least Sunday was a bit better, but Saturday, I have no fucking idea what was going on. It didn't help that I didn't eat all day or really drink anything. I think you can still hear that my voice is gone. Yeah, it had the Snorlax as well from Legendary Collection. There it is. There's that one. I remember not seeing it for ages because I got distracted by the goat. The control goat, Raticate, with pickup. Search your discard pile for a basic Pokemon, a trainer card, and an energy. So you basically never run out of these things, and Power Hand Extension. Horrible control deck. A bit more modern though. It was played a little bit back in the day, but it's very much a modern creation. The problem is the deck needs Espeon Gold Star, which is not happening. So even if I get one, I don't think I'm playing it. Let's see. Yeah, these reverses are really cool. We've been slowly putting them in a pile so far. The ones we got. We got quite a handful of them.
Jimmy, do we have any more empty ETBs for cards?
Jessica might have them at the office if you want to just run back and ask her for them. Let's see. There's Ursaring Prime. This one's gimmick was that if he had damage, he did more damage. But the problem was even when he had damage on him, he only did 120 for 4 energy, which doesn't really butter the bread. So, not quite it. There's a Hitmonchan. There's a Machamp Prime. Let's see. There's a Venusaur X from Fire Red and Leaf Green. That's a really nice card. So this is like the modern Mega Venusaur. This can move energy. As often as you like during your turn, you may move any grass energy card from one of your Pokemon to another one. These ones are really nice. These old EXs. But the big problem with the old Legendary Collection reverses is that people genuinely thought they were fake because they looked nothing like the other cards. There's a Dark Arbok Hollow. It's a nice one. Just sold the Venusaur. No, you can't let the Venusaur go. Are we not collecting Venusaurs? Just Espeons. What's the strategy there? There's a Yamega Prime. This was very playable. If you and your opponent have the same number of cards in hand, it attacks for free. And then you just judged. So you both had 4 cards. Or you played Copycat and you had the same amount of cards. So this was very effective. And you had the Sonic Boom, which actually one-shot Donphan, which was one of the... Or did it one-shot Donphan? It had Exoskeleton. It did a lot of damage to Donphan. Which is quite a feat for back in... There's a nice Squirtle reverse from Fire Red and Leaf Green. There's the Blastoise to go with the Venusaur. And this was played in a retro deck. This was played in LBS, Lugia Blastoise Steelix. Because this can accelerate water energy from your hand, but it doesn't say basic. So you can accelerate rainbow energy. Nice. Which is why nowadays they always say basic. Because you could accelerate like double rainbow energy, delta energy. You just vomited out energy with this thing. It was really strong. Let's see what else is there. There's a Gyarados EX on the same page. Let's see. But yeah, this is... There he is. I don't know, these old EXs where they have like the blue and the very dark colours is really cool. Let's see. What else was in here? There's a Dark Gyarados. That's a nice Whale Lord. There's Ancient Mew. Which one was this? I still haven't had the error one turn up, but I don't think I'm going to. I think it's quite uncommon. But yeah, this is the one you were supposed to get at the cinema, but people got Dark Arbok instead, in German. It's a nice card. Genesect EX. This one has a big bend in it, like literally along the whole card. There was a big crease, but this was playable. So we don't mind too much. Heart Gold Soul Silver era. There's a Bertha's Warmth. I actually didn't think I'd find one of these. It just heals 50 from an SP. But you play it in Dialga Champ, so that's pretty good. Energy removals. Goop Gas Attack. Oh yeah, shit, I remember this was in here. They had a Heart Gold Soul Silver rare candy in here. Don't see these all the time. This is really popular. I still think that the one Japan got, they got like an alt art of this. It looks better, but this is a really nice card. And then there's a Pokécom as well. With the Pikachu. Venture Bomb. Oops. There's a Venture Bomb. So this was like essentially reprinted with Team Rocket's Venture Bomb. But this just does 1 damage counter and not 2. So it's just strictly worse. Junkarm. There's a Fire Energy. Rescue Energy, it's a nice card. And yeah, they had 2 reverse multi-energies. These are really nice actually. Because these have like the rainbow pattern. So when these are foiled, these are really nice. And then more energies. They had the Heart Gold Soul Silver energies, but they were from the theme deck, so they don't have the Pokemon in the background, but they have the right borders. Which is a bit unfortunate, because obviously, if they had the Pokemon in the background, I'd be paying a lot more money. There's Lost World. This is the OG. This might actually be the most flopped card of all time. For those that weren't around, they revealed this card in Japan. If at any point during the game, if either player has 6 Pokemon in the Lost Zone, if your opponent has 6 Pokemon in the Lost Zone, you can win the game. And there's a Gengar that puts Pokemon straight in the Lost Zone when you knock them out. And it counts the whole line. So if you knock out a stage 2, it counts 3 out of the 6. And so this was like super hyped. People were like, yo, Lost World is going to break the game. And it did absolutely nothing. Which is a bit funny. But yeah, that was very cool. I remember seeing the reveals like, oh, we do have, holy smokes. We have a reverse Metal Energy from Heart Gold Soul Silver. with a Steelix on him. Look at him go. Yeah, these are the energies people want. The problem is that they're really hard to find. And they're hard to find where they're not bent. Like this is a bit bent already. But yeah. That's a really nice card though. And then some cooler Legends special metals. But yeah, this was definitely the most expensive binder we bought of the weekend. With the Moltres as well. The Charizard alone basically took the cake. But that's fun. We still have a few more binders to go, so God, I need to have a drink quick. Yeah, come on, get to work. Empty them.
Okay. I quit.
No, don't quit already.
Exactly.
No, it's the shortest job someone's ever had. Actually, I had someone at Posty who lasted less time. I had someone at Posty last like 25 minutes. But they didn't realise they had to work outside. I don't know what they thought they were doing. But yeah. Right then, Gen 3 cards. Gladius Delta Species. Unknown D, Unknown J. Dark Tyranitar. The Bomb Tower one, that's a really nice one. There's a Gengar from Fossil, base set Venusaur, base set Blastoise as well. Dragonite. The whole gang is here. Loads of them. Like I said, loads of people came to the card show that I think we're just looking to get the best offer for these and get out of there. They had found them. Because it's becoming quite popular. I keep seeing articles on Ule as well about these Pokemon cards being expensive. I've seen the Tina article go around like 3 times about cards being expensive. People are finally going home and digging these out of the closet, basically. Yeah. But yeah. Wigglytuff, Machamp, Alakazam, Ninetales. There's the Snorlax. Loads of them. Playset of Mr. Mimes. Another Hitmonchan. Dark Blastoise, Dark Raichu. The Dark Raichu was a bit beat up, but it's the first secret rare, so 1 extra card over the set. 83 out of 82, and now nowadays we get like 400 out of 100 and things like that, so these were simpler times. And also it was really cool because that was still back in the playground era. Like this guy was like a little myth. I have a card that goes over the set number, and then all of the kids like, is it fake? Is it real? Yeah, absolutely crazy. There's a Dark Blastoise. Really cool. And we have a Dark Alakazam. 4th edition Doug Trio. We had some really nice reverses here as well. We have the Team Rocket Return Psyduck reverse. If we can get him out in one go. There he is, sitting on the beach. It's a really nice card. Let's see what else we got. Pikachu. Not Pichu. Oh, it's a Pichu, not a Pikachu, guys. Come on. I'm clearly too tired. That's a really cute card, though, with the daisies in the background. Iltaletti also. Oh, they were actually at the expo.
Oh, yeah.
Were they?
They did a few interviews.
Oh yeah, I think I remember Mikko saying they were going to have journalists there. Oh yeah, they didn't come to see me. Obviously, they didn't want to queue 2 hours to get told that, do you not have Pokemon? What's going on? They should have done an undercover piece. They should have just queued up and seen what happened with like some random employee's binder. That's a cool one. I haven't seen that one today. The Light Ninetales. It's a nice one. And then like a random Normalium Z in with the other. Yo, Macago! Oh! No! My goat! Oh my god, I might keep him for playing. That's so bad. So, you might not be able to read it, but this has smooth over, so you can search your deck for any card and put it on top of your deck, and then you would just use a card that drew a card. So you would draw any card you want. And back then, this was like insane. Oh my days. Poor guy. What else have we got? There's a Mewtwo. These ones have been played with. These have been in the sandpit or washing machine. Speed Lightning Energy. Anyone? That was a good card. Draw 2 if you attach to a lightning Pokemon. Rayquaza. Oh my god, I remember this getting printed. So this was previously only available as a promo. This was a Sword and Shield promo. And then they decided that they were going to put this in the McDonald's set last year. Or was it 2 years ago? And this is one of the only colourless Pokemon that retreat locks. So I ran to McDonald's and got a Happy Meal and I pulled it. And then took it straight to Oh My Game and started retreat locking people with it.
What are we looking for here?
It's a great time. Oh, yo, that Starmie's actually good condition. Yeah, they definitely should. I'm glad they never did this Deoxys foil again. Because they scratch so unbelievably easy. Like, they just falls off even if you're not even touching the card. That Numel, look at him. And then we had like loads of random Sword and Shield era cards. We have reverse Pokegears. These might actually be worth something. Reverse Sword and Shield Pokegears.
Maybe.
We got a bunch of reverses from Gen 3 now. Our Agrons from Legend Maker. Unseen Forces, Quagsire, Legend Maker, Kecleon. There's the Aaron again who's eating the train tracks. Shiftries. Nidoking, Delta Speed. There's a Slacking from Power Keepers. Roaring Moons. This person went to McDonald's a lot. There's a lot of McDonald's cards in here. Skyridge Reverse Hollows. Let's take these out. There's a Nidoran. It's a nice card. Then we have a Venomoth. Kabutops. I can't remember if there is a fossil deck that plays this. There might have been. But there's definitely an Almost-Star deck in this format that was good. We had that Squirtle again, there's the Comier, Bellsprout. Oh, Oranguru! Not the best Oranguru, but a pretty good one. This one lets you swap a card. This was played with the reprinted Makago. So there was a Makago the same as this one in Celestial Storm. And you could basically get any card and then put it on top of your deck. So that was quite a good combo. Back before we could just quick search for everything again. Magnazones. 2 Magnazones from Diamond and Pearl base. This Dialga. I remember buying the theme deck of this. Weavile. Is there cards behind it? There's a bunch of Weaviles in that one. Oh yeah, that was a gold Zacian V. That's a really nice card. Try and get the sun on it. There it is. This is like old Rotom, but even more broken because it accelerates any energy you draw. and it had more HP, and it hit for 220 or 230, and you played it with ADPization, so you hit for 290 with a tool, and took extra prizes. No one was safe. Yo, we have one of the OGs. This is the if you wanted side event tickets for the raid battles, this Sableye. He does 60 damage for every damage counter on your opponent's active. So you would hit it for like 300 and then hit it with this. And you would do 1,800 damage and get you an awful lot of tickets. And there was one Worlds where they had Cosmic Eclipse and Unified Mind boosters at the prize wall. And so people actually made decks with this in for the tickets on the day. They realized, they're like, yo, it was like pack price. It wasn't even that expensive to get the boosters. So you could like win a booster box by playing this deck. Oh, it's so funny. Who else we got? Cramrant V. Didn't Robin Schulz do really good at a Players Challenge Players Cup with this? It just does 160 to a Pokemon. You'd snipe the Denny. I'm pretty sure that's what the player was. Oh, there's Stonejourner. This is technically a control deck, because I think Sander played this to Worlds. You just when you attach an energy to it and heal 120, and back then everything did like 200. So you could actually heal enough with Stonejourner. And if they killed it, that you just set up another one. And you had the fighting energies that gave it more HP. You just tried to make the unkillable Stonejourner. Oh yeah, I forget. They didn't know where they got this from. They have a national championship Blastoise. That's a nice one. Then we have the first edition Mareep. We have a first edition German Ghastly. There he is.
No, it's just, there's no sleeve, it's just a page cut.
Yeah. Nice one. So we have one more binder, and then we have a big stack of cards still. So I think we do the stack of cards and we save the binder for last, because this binder was quite fun. Let's see. Yeah, I said we'd do another hour, so that sounds about right. So let's start going through these ones then. So we've got a Charmander from the blister pack, the Tin Mewtwo, Greninja, Eternatus V, Mega Electros EX. Man, fuck this card. I was trying to playtest for EUIC, and I kept hitting this on the ladder, and I quit, because it just snipes 60 to 2 benched Pokemon. So double Pidgey knockout. What a non-game. And then we have the Zacian pre-release promo from Phantasmal Flames. These have actually held value really well, these pre-release promos. These usually are worthless. I sold 2 Bibarels from Brilliant Stars for like €2 each. Yeah. But these are like over a tenner still, which is insane. Because you usually pay like €30 to do the pre-release, so. There's a Fez. That's a nice playable one. Kangaskhan EX. Vaporeon. Hitmonchan. Zapdos. Altaria. Latios. There's a Mewtwo EX. Not the broken one. The other one. Giratina V. Remember when this guy was terrorizing everything? Arceus Tina, Lost Zone Tina, everything Tina. And then he didn't die because you just stuck him in Regidrago. Latias dealt with species. Then we have this Deoxys. Not a single Celebi, I know. There might be in the other binder still. We still have cards, we have plenty of cards left to go, so. You're finding some absolute gems going through the cards. There's a Deoxys. I think this artwork is absolutely bonkers. That's insane. What a cool card. And then we have the promo Arceus. I think this was in a box, if I remember correctly. The de facto Arceus to play, I think, if you play Arceus. Mega Scizor. And then let's bring the next pile on. You got Crobat from Skyridge. That's a really nice card. Nidoking? Cleffa. It's like around some sort of like Stonehenge circle. And this is reverse as well. That's really nice. Let's see if we can find any Celebes. There's a Machamp. Snorlax. Aquapolis. Suicune. There's a Concord. There seems to be E-Series cards here, so maybe there's a Celebi in here. There's a Ledian. Mega Gardevoir. The old one. This was a cool deck. You discard your own benched Pokemon to do damage. And you had Skyfield, so you could discard 8 benched Pokemon. And then you would just like use Propagation Execute to replace itself. Flareon Master Ball. I don't know if the Master Ball shows it inside the top loader very well. There it is. You can just about make it out. It's a nice card. Nidoran. I thought, yeah, you started collecting Celebes on the day. That sounds expensive. I have a Shining Celebi somewhere. Reversal from the World Stack. Delcatty. There's a Quilava. Kyogre. Venusaur, the Celebrations one. There's a Superior. Did this see play with Arceus? Arceus Superior V-Star, was that a deck? Probably not. Dark Vaporeon. Problem is it came out when Lugia came out. Rayquaza. Giratina. Pelipper. Meowth. Snorlax reverse from Rising. Rivals look at him go. Munch, munch. Yeah, I mean the Saturday was insane. The Sunday was actually, I think the Sunday was great because I actually got to think and breathe and eat something. We had like Bibek basically force feeding me croissants and chocolate bars and shit because I had just not eaten for 2 days. So let's see, Kingdra, Dragonite. There's that Whale Lord that was in the binder. That's a really nice one. There's a Blastoise from Team Up. This was one of the 2 good theme decks you would queue into on PTCGO. Superior. There's a Zacian Level X promo. Latios Delta Species Reverse. Cypher. Gyarados. That's a cool one. Delta Reactor. They had the same thing Saturday. Ate one croissant for breakfast and then went for sushi. Oh, that sounds good. I had no time for sushi. We came straight back here and I had to start working again. And then I collapsed. I was just like, I'm done. Zatu. There's a cacturn. Bro worked the whole day on the one croissant and one energy drink. Need I remind you, I had not finished the monster by the end of the day. It was like half a monster. But that's because the day before I drank like 4 Red Bulls before the customers came in. There's a Swampert. Zapdos G. I remember when they revealed SP cards on Pokemon.com, me and my friend were looking at them. And we were like, yo, Zapdos G, that's so cool. And this is like literally the worst SP card in the set. Arceus, the lightning type one. We have some Master Balls here. And then we have at the very end, we had some level exits, so we have some absolute bangers and some absolute duds here. We have Dialga level X with time skip. Once during your turn, you may have your opponent flip 2 coins. You don't flip them, your opponent must flip them. If both of them are heads, your turn ends. If both of them are tails, after your opponent draws a card, for the beginning of his or her next turn, their turn ends. So yeah, that's right. We have the gamble. Maybe your turn ends, maybe their turn ends, and the fun part is you can put 2 of these in play. So you can really try to lock them, but it's so bad. Actually terrible. The format is so high power level that this isn't good enough. It was a really good show. I think it's about the same size as the Akkar one, but the Akkar one was in a massive sports hall, basically.
Yeah, probably about the same size.
Maybe a bit longer, but not accounting for the stage. Yeah. I think the vendor area was about the same size, I think. Infernape. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose one of them, put them into your hand, discard the other 2. That's not terrible. That's like a super Dracloak. Problem is you have to get a stage 2 into play and then get it active and then level it up and then retreat it and hope it doesn't immediately die. So unfortunately the Empoleon was just way better. Let's see, we've seen Shame in already. This one just does more damage if your opponent has taken a prize. We actually played a legacy tournament at my old locals in the UK and I made a Shaman deck, which combined this with the Rallyback Shaman, so it did like plus 150, and it was quite good. Good for, like, we had to play unlimited format with and banned like 100 cards to stop people just ruining the game. And then we have 2 really interesting level X's left, so we'll do the boring one first. This is Palkia G level X. This is 2009 Pokemon. This card is disgustingly good. So once during your turn, before you attack, any player who has 4 or more benched Pokemon chooses 3 of them and puts the rest and all cards attached into the lost zone. So you basically, for the rest of the game, say to your opponent, you can only have 3 bench slots. And if you put any extra in play, that you lost zone them. And the really dumb thing is that you would play cards like Mesprit, which when you played it, you ability locked your opponent for 1 turn, and then you lost zoned it, so it wasn't a liability. So it's really annoying. The only deck that really gave this thing a run for its money was Flygon, because Flygon just one-shotted it. So, but yeah, basically, because you would have three bench spots, and one of them had to be Claydol. So you could just like pull up something else on the bench and then lost zone it. Lost zone their bench, basically. Really annoying. And then Dusknoir level X. It's a lot of text. It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It has no attacks. It just has text. So basically, if this Pokemon is knocked out by damage of an attack, it becomes a stadium. And what it does is it puts 10 damage on everyone's Pokemon in between turns. And then basically you use Dialga G's Deafen to stadium lock your opponent so that they can't replace it. And that's a deck, and it's actually not terrible. But fucking back in the day, people would fall for this because they didn't know what it did. But nowadays, this thing is never getting knocked out by damage. This thing is always getting pinged for 10 or just left alone. And this is the reason why 2010 didn't exist on TCG1 for like 5 years. Because they had to spaghetti code it. Because they want it all automated. Nice one. So we have one binder left. Let's see. And this was a fun one. This one's fucking heavy. It's in a modern binder though. The story goes is that when she was a kid, she got bought a lot of Pokemon cards. And she had already sold some of them when she needed money. But this is basically what's left of her childhood collection. So we got basically every base set holo, and there's multiple of them. So there's 7 Hitmonchans, 4 Machamps, 4 Magnetons, 3 Mewtwo's, 2 Nidokings, 7 Ninetaleses. Like, what is this? She had her friend very quickly write some prices on them so she knew roughly what they were worth. But yeah, holy smokes. This is ridiculous to go through. And she has like some celebrations ones put in there as well. But yeah, this binder is quite insane. Zapdos, Electrodes. This is basically like all the cards I need to make retro decks in one binder, which is quite funny. Whole Electrode Arcanine deck on one page. Yeah. Yeah, this one was fun to do. Yeah. I didn't actually check what prints she had. I think these were all pretty much the 3rd edition. I didn't see too many 4th edition prints in here. Yeah, Pikachu's. Item finders are really nice to have. Computer search. I still can't believe they wouldn't let us use this computer search instead of the A-spec one. When it actually got to the point where they were just riding people judge proxies of computer search because you couldn't have them in good enough condition to play with in expanded, and they were like €100 a copy. So we were like, can we just use the basic computer search? Nope. It doesn't say A-spec on it. Oh, this is a fun one. Like, story time. Lass. You and your opponent both show your hands. Then shuffle all trainer cards from both your hands into your deck. So you basically are just bricking both players. But the thing is that going first means you got to play all your cards and set up, and then you brick them. And then the modern decks use Mankey to make sure they're not going to top deck anything good. So, yeah. Is there a massive price difference on 4th edition prints? Not really. Some people like the way they look because the colours they look much more like shadowless cards than the 3rd print ones. But typically, I mean, to be honest, in my experience on Card Market, people just slap them on, and I don't even write what print they are half the time. Like, the only prints that matter are obviously 1st and 2nd, because 2nd is shadowless. But The third and fourth prints are pretty interchangeable. It's just the colours look different. I'm sure there's some people out there that would prefer a premium, like paying the premium for fourth print. But I don't think there's a big difference. Like the Charizard, it doesn't really make a difference what print it is. I do get emails sometimes asking if the cards are fourth print or not, because maybe they don't want them. They're trying to do all of the third print, but Gusta wins. Then we got loads of energies again. And we had some tops at the back. Nice one. Charmeleons. Nihilego. Oh my god, this was a deck. What are you doing here? There's one. Is Yusuf still here? Does he need this for his Sun and Moon decks? For the Zap Beasts deck. This was quite good. If your opponent has exactly choose 2 prizes remaining, choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and use its attack. That's quite fun. Let's see, we're slowly getting towards the end. We have loads of tops here. We have the Reshiram box promo with the stamp on it. And then the Growlithe is really cool from Legendary Treasures Radiant Collection. Nice one. So we found 3 Pokepads. 3. The auction starts now. 3 Pokepads. Some playables. A bunch of legendary treasure. Legendary collection reverses. A boatload of base set hollows. No Celebies, I don't think. Like maybe 1 or 2. Did you see any Celebies putting them in the boxes?
Not anything that came to mind.
Nothing good. But yeah. But yeah, that was basically the card show. Like, let's just a few of those. It was fun. It was definitely the busiest one, I think, because apparently they pre-sold like 1,000 tickets, and then like another several hundred showed up too.
It was like 1,200 pre-sale and almost 1,000 at the door.
Yeah, like 2K people wandering in. But yeah, it was a very, very busy weekend, and this was obviously not everything, because almost all the modern cards I put up on the second day because there was just too many people. Well, exactly. I think it's super cool when people actually have stories with these cards. It's not just like, oh, I had this as a kid, I want money now. But sometimes they do have really fun stories with these. And usually it's just me rambling them on about trivia, about shit that they honestly don't care about. I just have to fill time whilst I price everything. Let's see, what else did we have? We had a Blastoise, Gyarados. There's a Dark Blastoise. But it was fun. I think the next one is like on the 7th. I think there's TinyCon and there's Toosler on the same day. So we'll see how busy those are. We'll be at TinyCon. There's a Tyranitar. I'm just going to put all of the really cool ones on the table. But oh my god, it was exhausting. I don't know if I could do it every week. But yeah. Bunch of cool cards. Lots and lots of cool cards. Because what else did we get? We got a few really nice art rares and stuff. We had a bunch of Meowths and stuff, and they've all gone again. They just vanished. Piplups. All the new ones especially, just gone. Let's see, what else did I put aside here? There's a Lucky Stadium. It's not. That's a cool one. And then obviously the ones that... Oh, I put the Magikarp out the way. Of course, even... Like, that's expensive too, isn't it? The Gold Star Mudkip did not get sold. We have very interesting information about the Gold Star Mudkip.
Yeah.
I have to have a chat with Marcus about his friend.
Yeah.
Marcus's friend came up to me and I said, I'm the guy to buy this Gold Star Mudkip, and asked what I would offer for it. And I forget exactly what I offered, but it was somewhere, but it was like around the 1500-ish mark for the card. And he said, okay, well, someone on the other end of the room has offered me $2,000. And I told him that if you got $2,000 as an offer, you should take it and run, because that's a lot of money to get offered, because they're basically buying it for themselves. And then later that day, when I finally managed to go to the toilet, I ran into my friend who was also vending in the bathroom. And he said, did you offer $2,000 for that Mudkip? And I said, no. And he said, well, he showed me this Mudkip Gold Star, and he said the Swaggy Cup had offered $2,000 for it. And I told him that there's no fucking way Jamie would pay $2,000 for that card. So there were some shenanigans going on, for certain. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, my friend didn't buy it. My friend loves buying Gold Stars. But he didn't. $2,000 is way too much for it. Because I don't even think it was that pristine either. I think I had bought a nicer one last year for like 1,200. But yeah. All I know is that a Steelix got traded, a PSA 1 Steelix got traded to the guy next to me. And he traded another Gold Star for it. But that one was, it was a PSA 1, and he had like the bag thing that you could put a slab in the front. So he wanted the Metagross Star, sorry. Not the Steelix. Metagross Star. There was a couple of them that were together. There was another one who had loads of really old cards that were in really good condition that he had found. And he asked me to price them, and I just told him that I'm not here to price people's cards. I'm here to buy them. So I usually don't give people the prices anyway. Like, I just tell them that I'm buying this whole collection for this amount. Like, because there's nothing stopping me sitting there and reeling off what every card is, and then them going to sell it themselves, or going to the next vendor and trying to get more money. Like, it's just a waste of time. So, especially because when I do full binders, it takes like half an hour to an hour. So, it's not worth my time to start telling people. You can use Card Market like I do. But yeah. There was one guy who I helped out quite a bit on the Sunday, quite towards the end of the day. He said it was his first show and he looked quite nervous, and he said that he had these cards that he had found from when he was a kid, and he had been offered like 400 and something for them, and I had offered him a bit more, and he said he wasn't sure if he wanted to sell them, and I just told him not to. Like, because you can't get them back. Like, you don't know if in a week if I've sold half of them or what's going to have happened, or if they're just still in the basement, like if I haven't sorted them. So, and I can't find them. And also, like, if it's a card I already have, like, all the copies get put together, so I don't even know which one's yours anymore. Like, it's much better to just think about it. Also, these cards don't go down in value unless it's like Ascended Heroes. If it's the newest thing, then obviously some value goes down, but they were all retro cards. Like, they're not going down. Unless you desperately need the money, like your car breaks and you need to fix it so you can go to work, or house problems, or if you're like taking a big milestone, right? If you're taking a deposit on a house or something, like go for it. But if the money is just going to sit there, then maybe you don't need to sell them. Also, because you can always just bring them to me again, and I will buy them. But yeah. Did you have any interesting haggles on the weekend? I always get haggles. That's my favourite part, is shutting them down. But yeah, it was very fun. Good show. I think they did a good job. It was interesting to see that Poro was there as well. Finally get some other companies in it and grow it a bit. And I spoke to a few people that had played for the first time with them, so that was good that they did that. Yeah. I think that was basically all the cards. We actually rocketed through that. I think I did quite good. I also did glance through like some of the binders. I didn't really take too much time looking at them. I can nick that page back from them before they steal it. Because yeah, the Ericus Venusaur is very cool. It's a chunky one. Yeah. Cardboard is heavy. Yeah, all the Venusaurs. Well, what cards did people get at the weekend? Did anyone get anything for themselves? Did you find your slacking or slack off or whatever it was? No. One reverse missing. Card market. No.
Bunch of playables.
Bunch of playables. Did you find any EXs that you needed whilst you were doing that? Or there wasn't too much modern there.
I found 0 Mega Dragonites.
Yeah, me too. Only this one. I don't assume you don't want that one.
Well, for the right price.
Yeah, for the right price. Well, the normal one is like $1, so
Yeah.
I'll do $1 for that one.
I got offered
19 Pokepads. Let's fucking go. He's got a monopoly on them. Absolute monopoly on Pokepads. Holy shit.
So good.
I only have like 7 now, I think. Unless there's more in the bulk that we bought. We bought a lot of bulk, but I don't think it's worth everyone's time me dragging all of the bulk onto the table, so. A bunch of playables, Stole Parvo's Mega Dragonite, let's go!
Yeah.
The denial. Is it actually good? Did it do anything at the Champions League?
Probably not. I haven't gone through besides the top 16, but it's good to have.
It's good to have, that's true. He's a tanky boy. And the ability to always switch is annoying.
You would say that.
I mean, it just removes a part of the game. Like, retreat cost exists for a reason. I mean, it's good if you want to like use Tatsugiri every turn. Or something like that. You could do some pretty cheeky stuff with it. Yeah. What else did we find? I don't think I have too much else to show, sadly. I've gone through them all and I've probably talked everyone to death anyway. Half the people are asleep. Let's see. What's in this one? This was all my ones that I took for myself. My feature. Oh, I don't need Guru though. Guru can go away. That's cool. They probably don't keep the metal energy. I don't think I play 1 metal energy in anything. The Eradicate though. What a the Uxie. When will you put them all up to sell? That's a very good question. Not today. It might be towards the end of the week. If there's anything in particular you saw, then obviously just send me a message.
Or if there's anything particular you're looking for, you can
also just let us know if there is something you're looking for. I do have the guys actively looking at the cards. We can make them find stuff. But hopefully towards the end of the week I should have a lot of it up. Unfortunately, because we had the release weekend and the card show, I am like a week behind on work at the moment, so I sent so many packages this morning. I got here at like 7. Just keep working. It's Skyridge Pikachu.
It's like the cat that goes...
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not too sure how quickly we'll get them up, because I want to sit and look at the conditions properly, because there's nothing more annoying than getting a card market message from someone saying, you sold me this as good and I think it's light played, and then I have to argue with them. So, but yeah. But at least all these hollows will go up quite quickly, I think, because I need to kind of recoup some of the money, I think. That sounds like a plan. I don't think these Charizards will move super fast unless someone is actively trying to buy a playset for some reason. A base set Charizard, as a fun fact, was only playable in one format, and it was not a format we played in the West, because Wizards made us rotate, and Japan didn't. So in Japan, you could, and also there was like an error with Brock's Ninetales. You would use Brock's Ninetales to copy your other Pokemon, and you could copy Charizard, so you could just delete stuff. But that didn't exist in the West. So like it's like one of the most expensive decks of all time, because it plays Brock's Ninetales, and it plays all the good Pokemon. So it plays Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur. Yeah. You play multiple Charizards, so you don't prize them. We got a couple of Fairy Energy. That's pretty cool. I can't believe how expensive these have gotten. We sold the gold one for like $50, I think. Ooh. Because it's you play GLC. You need the gold ones. You know, are you really playing if you don't have gold Fairy Energy cards? Let's see. I guess I can start helping them with putting them out as I chat. Let's see. That's the playables. But yeah. It was a fun weekend. Hopefully we get more like that. I mean, like, we have 2 more megas. The Tampere one is only 1 day, but also Tampere, I think, is a better location than Yavimpa, I think.
I'd agree.
I wouldn't be surprised if more people went there, because it's easier to get to. And there's also, you have just the whole city of Tampere there. So that's quite handy. Also, it's a bit annoying, like the guys from Turku had to drive quite a lot to get there, to get to Yavimpa. But the mega in Carpelitators, I think I'm already worried, because it's literally gonna be this again,
probably more,
if not worse. It's gonna be horrible. That's gonna be a slog. Right. Let's get these all sorted. Let's start removing them. Oh. But yeah. Blastoise from Celebrations is handy, because I need to actually make Rain Dance as a retro deck, but I don't want to use base set ones. So I think the Celebrations ones is the cheapest one, if not all the classic collection. Like, they're both like cheaper. Oh, yeah. Very cool. Yeah, 7 Hitmonchans, let's go. For the haymakers. Is there any cards I didn't see this weekend? There was a lot of, the vendors had a lot of legend cards actually, I noticed. A lot of people had like one half and another vendor had the other half. So if you wanted to like finish them, like, I definitely saw at least one full Rayquaza Deoxys in the room. But they were like near mint and I don't want them in near mint because it's fun to play with, but spending that much on each half is not ideal. But yeah. But I don't know how everyone else's weekend went because I literally just sat in a chair and got spoken to for hours. Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, they really upped the card shows this year. There's one in Idea Park as well.
Yeah, the Lempala.
Lempala, Idea Park. That's always a good one. I always like that one. Because that one's easy to do. Because you just walk through the... Like for selling it's easy to do. Because you park up at the back. You push the stuff through the freight entrance and you just sit up in the middle of the shopping mall. And the shopping mall ones are always good because there's a lot of people there who don't even know it's on and then realise it's on. So yeah. Should actually ask if this was something people actually enjoyed me doing, or remotely. Because if this was miserable, then I don't need to do it again. But like, because we've been thinking about it, maybe even about when I just sort cards during the day sometimes, because I can just sit and chat for hours anyway. Might as well chat to someone instead of this wall. But yeah. And maybe, fingers crossed, someone will type that they would really want to watch me play retro. That'd be a great idea. But then I need a guinea pig to play with, and I'll just have to get Yul there to come with me. He's the only one. What did you find?
Oh, the side up, it's like...
Oh, the promo one.
40, 50.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's just the binder.
You have been wished good luck sorting. They don't need luck. They're very skilled, so
No,
I have great faith in them.
don't.
Special forces.
We're so cooked.
But yeah, this was quite chill because at least I don't like the idea of trying to stream all day or something. I just don't know. Like to concentrate it a bit. At least this was fun. I mean, it's a bit annoying that we had to sell so many of the cards on the Sunday because we would still be going if I still had all the modern cards here. But I basically took a 4K of modern cards and priced them. But they were all in top loaders, so it wasn't like tons and tons. But yeah. I was just worried that we were very worried that on the Sunday people would come and we'd have no cards and it would be a miserable time. But we had some. The display was a bit empty because we sold a lot of expensive cards and then didn't have enough to replace them without putting like not expensive cards in there. Like, I mean, obviously like 180 euros is expensive, but I get my mum hates it when I talk to her about Pokemon cards. She's like, oh, how was your day? And I was like, oh, you know, I just spent like $1,000 on some cards. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, well, it's fine, mum. And then I forget that it is very strange when you're not doing this all the time. Eetu looks about done. He's only been here an hour and a half.
I'm getting employee of the month. Or employee of the day.
Employee of the day.
Yes, I'm winning with her.
I don't know, Jessica's been working too.
Well, I'm getting intern of the day.
Intern of the day.
There we go.
I'm employee of the day. I've always been employee of the day.
I think that's a bit unfair.
It's okay. I don't know, there's like EU I see where I'm not working. So she definitely won those days. And she usually wins most days too. I just sit there and do card market, so she gets the actual work done. She does the website and stuff. So yeah, Eetu is here, he's lurking. He hasn't said much. He's a man of few words. His actions speak louder than his words, so. And I have to thank you guys for bringing those boxes back. I will come and get them. Oh, yeah, you had to sit with them. I had to sit with boxes on my lap too.
Matthias should be coming today. And
Oh, okay.
bring the boxes as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. That's nice of him.
No,
Yeah, and then other Matthias was sick, wasn't he?
Yes, I think.
His table was just... They didn't put his cards under the table. I don't know what was going on.
No, I think like he had some people like...
He had Valtteri helping him, I think, yeah. But yeah. What you found now?
Pooping Cyndaquil.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. Bring it here. We have to show on the
We have to show
pooping
this
lovely
lovely
Cyndaquil.
card.
There it is. There he is. That is a doodle. That's a fun one.
Honestly, he kind of looks like he's always pooping.
Yeah, it's hard to do because his arms are always.
Yeah.
Oh, Cyndaquil.
Oh my god, these cards. Okay, there's another one we need to showcase now.
Okay, next one.
Here's the Where's My Hug at Typhlosion.
Oh, yeah, where's. Oh my god, he needs a hug really bad. That's funny.
So
This
stupid.
artwork is so good. Gen 2 is the way to go. Pooping, good to start a pooping Pokemon Master Set.
Yep.
How many? It's just Cyndaquil Master Set.
Oh god.
Is there, there's not more, I hope.
I think there's probably some more.
I don't know. I don't think if I type into Limitless, it's going to come up with any results.
You just have to Google it.
Oh boy, I'm not googling it. I'm not googling that. Now here's a good example of the third and fourth edition. The colours. This is the fourth edition one. It's way lighter. You've seen the videos. Why have you seen the videos? Is this something we should be admitting to? Like, how did you find these videos? Because I'm worried if it's recommending them you too. That's funny. Can we get like a check the box video of the Master setting it? That's funny. How many Pokemon are doing squats in their pictures? Well, is there any other good ones that we need to know about? We might have a resident expert on the topic.
Oh no.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Ponytail from base set. Very fun card to play if you play just base set format, because there is no Rapidash. Rapidash is in jungle. So the Rapidash fans had to wait. This card and this star you always remind me of. There was a VHS Learn to Play when I was a kid, and they had like these segments where these kids would talk about why they like, it's like Pokemon cards they like. And obviously one girl was like into like the horse riding and like the show jumping and stuff.
Yeah.
And then one other kid was just like, I like swimming, so I like water Pokemon. And these were the cards they had. Oh my days, I have to watch it again. It's so cringe. It's so good though. Because they go over playing the game for like, and the rules still apply apart from the fact you can't play like infinite draw sevens. So yeah. The French star me and star you are P. Were these French or am I completely missing? Or do you have them? What are they called?
Oh no.
Do I need to know?
I don't think we need to know.
Okay, we don't need to know. Well, you can type it in the chat though. I won't read it if it's bad. Well, this was fun. We got some trivia. We learned who Valerie was. Now we could try and mingle with the actual fans of the video games now. And not just be weirdos who like the cards. Pokemon Breeder. It's rare candy. The wording on these Wizards cards is so fascinating. Put a Stage 2 Evolution card from your hand onto the matching basic Pokemon. You can only play this card when you would be allowed to evolve that Pokemon anyway. Oh, in the dub. Oh, it's a bit like Schlurp, the German licky tongue. I actually am gonna buy a playset of German licky tongues for my base set deck.
No.
That guy is the goat. I'll have to Google the French star me after this.
Oh no, I remember it now. Don't.
I'm doing it. Why not? I've been told to. The internet has told me, so I have to do it.
The French dub in general is horrendous. I think
Is it?
Doreen was like also cooked.
Oh god. I'm gonna have to watch it now. I'll watch the whole show in French. I might learn some French whilst I do it. Pavo got it. Good job, Pavo.
Yay. Vote me for intern of the day.
He's winning. Nice one. Goldeen is also peak. Oh boy.
Yep, so I didn't remember.
GPCI is so poor they got no show. Oh, for fuck's sake. How did we go all this time, Hugo, before you started chatting? No nationals. Did you see the retro cards I got, Hugo? I didn't get that many because people don't bring them to card shows very often. Let's see, what did we get? One more time. We got the Uxie, obviously. This one I'm super excited for, and everyone will be not happy that I have. There he is. It's the rat. We got a rat, and that's a good one. We got a Metal Energy. There was a few of these in there. These are really nice. No, not world champions. These are actual ones. There's a rare candy. Yeah, exactly. Motherfucking Ratlock. Let's go. We got Pokecom. That's a nice one. And then just more 2010 cards. I got another Lucamine. I bought one of these at EOIC. But I can condition downgrade myself, so I have a worse one. Handiwork. It's a nice card. God of War. Finally got one. I've been looking for this for like a year at a card show because I don't want to buy it on Card Market in near mint. So we finally got one of those. And then I went to the vendors at the end and I managed to find quite a few 2010 cards I needed. I got like a full set of I got a Mars as well for my GLC. But we got like a full set of the Regigigas play Pokemon sleeves. So now I have to build Regigigas. Ratlock Mirror. I'll play Ratlock Mirror, why not? It'll be absolutely miserable. I hit Pidgeot Control Mirror at EUIC, so that was also miserable. And then I regretted not having Chingling anymore. We got the Stantler. That's pretty good. There was a load of Stantlers in one guy's binder, but he wanted like €4 for them, so I'm not paying €4 per Stantler. Memory Berry Reverse. I think that's 2 now, so my Flygon deck has 2 reverse ones. Blaziken. Finding one of these are pretty cheap, so is nice. And then reverse. And then, yeah, I said I'm going to build Gigas, so I just started getting random Gigases. Yeah, $4. I have no idea if that's cheap or not because I haven't looked at building RSPK because there's an Espeon that needs buying. So is €4 a good deal for Stantler or not? Because I honestly didn't know. I just got them thrown in with some other stuff I bought. There's a Beedrill. This is the one everyone keeps talking about. We need reprinted because we've got the new EX coming. This just lets you search your deck for a grass Pokemon and put it into your hand. Then a Aquapolis Warp Energy, and then a Cyrus. I already took some of them home because I had them in my bag still when I got home. So I had like a few reverse Cyruses that I took home. Yeah, not bad. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay. And we got some Pokepads, but apparently we were not the successful ones. We only got 3, so hopefully the boys just want to play Absol and they don't need Pokepads. You paid 7 for a reverse one. Well, that's fair enough.
I think Tommy at least is definitely playing Absol.
Yeah, good. Yeah, because he was stealing them from me.
Yeah.
Then he gave it back. Because he found a cheaper one.
Oh.
Good lad. Even though mine was free. So
Yeah.
he just didn't want the full out one.
Ah.
That's fine. I'm not going to make him play with full outs. Urka also doesn't like to play with full outs. He said he wanted a gouging fire and he specifically wanted the tin promo. Oh. But I was not to open the tin for the promo. I said, I'll do it. I have the tin. But no, so I couldn't find one. So I had to give him a full out instead. The choices were, you want the min rarity one and I have the full out one and the SAR. Which one do you want? Righty-ho, we'll just finish this, de-packing this one and then we'll be done, I think. I'm going to have to eat as well at some point. I can't stop eating every day. Let's see. Nice one. I think this is just energies left in this one, or was it? There's a couple of cards at the back. What have you found now?
I just put it up. It's just a weird looking here.
Yeah, he's cool.
He just looks so weird.
I bet you're well chuffed that they kicked everyone out of that RSPK tournament at the weekend. Good thing I didn't go down to play any retro, because I probably would have got booted out too. So down. I took 2010 decks with me, but we ended up drinking so much that we didn't bother playing. Because we were going to play in the lobby, and then I didn't want to spill drinks on them. I only just finished the Gengar deck, I don't want to spill on it and have to buy it again. Also, I don't think they like the idea of playing. Because what did I have built? I had some good decks built, but... I don't think the matchups are too good. I think Fly Terror into Gengar is fine. That matchup has some lines to it that's like not boring, but like Fly Terror versus Lux Chomp is quite boring. And my Flygon Lock against the other decks, except for Lux Chomp, is boring. Except the Gengar deck is like kind of interesting, but they just don't. Most people's deck lists don't play enough switches. And also playing a control deck for fun against friends is a very quick way to get them to stop playing. So. No, it's 2010 I've been playing. We did get a Palkia level X somewhere. I think it's already been put into the to get sorted pile. But yeah, righty-ho. I think we'll probably stop for today now. I'm just about to finish this binder. And the lights are being turned on me.
Hello.
But right, well, thank you everyone for watching. I'll catch you guys later.